do we actually see this Pep Guardiola era maintaining that potency that it used to have?
What's going on?
Who's going to stop us? We are top of the league and we are going to win it come May.
Come January.
Shut up.
By February, March, I believe we win it.
But what we're saying is we know where we need to be. No trophies were ever given out in January. No.
They're not going to win both, in my opinion. Tottenham away and Liverpool away. We can wrap up the league in the next 3-4 weeks. It's everything but maths. It'll be facts.
What? Is it 9 points to gap? 8 games to go? Do you really believe that this current team can catch Arsenal?
Yeah, I believe. If City win the game in hand and beat Arsenal, we're 3 points behind them. So what kind of mug would come on here and say, I don't believe we're going to do it?
Take him.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah, it's got to go through that. That's calamitous. That is not good enough.
Turkish can feel it.
It's getting it's getting a bit mad. Oh, Haaland! Oh, Mark! Oh, fuck off, man!
Havertz. No, Havertz is
Fuck off.
Havertz is crazy.
My
got to
fucking
score.
guy. He wants it. Oh, he wants it. The Havertz one is just a finish. It's just a finish.
Stop me, man.
Handball! That's handball!
No? Oh my god! You have to get that on target. That is a fantastic ball from Trossard.
Get the fuck off the ground, man.
And that is it. That's game over.
Wow.
And the gap is close to 3 points for the game in hand.
We got
Which means
Get your fucking nappies on, gives you shit the bed again. I fucking told you. Straight shootout at the Etihad Stadium. You're not fucking built for it. Biggest bunch of fucking wet white pussies I've ever seen in my fucking life. All season be giving it the fucking big one. Let's see how big you are now, because it's fucking on.
There's so much concerns with what's going on here. Like, there's so much concerns.
mad.
Patricia says, my first London trip is set for late April, but I'm thinking of moving it to the end of May. Would you take the risk? I'd be gutted to miss it. Patricia. All I know is there's going to be a parade. Arsenal, what if we don't win a trophy this year? Arteta, right? If we don't win a trophy this year, then yeah. But it's happening. So the question is really like null and void, in my opinion. It's Turkish. I need to know your plug for your icy pollen pack. Going to need it at the parade. To be honest with you, I might be the plug at the parade.
The plug, yeah?
Wow.
I'm standing ovation.
Standing ovation, man.
Oh,
Standing ovation. That's so thuggery.
Yo,
what a bar, dude.
yo,
What a
what
bar.
a fantastic edit.
Mercy, mercy.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
How did he get that 3 minutes 30 uploaded to StreamYard? I swear there's a limit on StreamYard, man.
There's no more limits, brother. There's no more limits, brother. There's no more limits.
There's no limit for skull, man. Are you
There's no more limits, brother.
Before we start, Pratisha,
Oh.
have you got insurance? That's just, I just need to know, have you got insurance, please? That's all I need to know. Let me know in the comments, because I know you watched the show.
Oh. Refund, man. You got a refund if she's already booked it and that. You know what I'm saying? So do you, man.
He's reviewing himself as a plug, bro.
You got to say T's and C's apply when you do stuff like that, bro. Like even little font. In the
Boy.
bottom. Come on,
Do
man.
you?
Yeah, you, man. You got to do that, man. Come on. Big Turkish LDN, big following, big responsibilities on socials, where you can't be out here selling dreams and selling.
Hey, I've been sold a dream as well. Sold a dream.
You're selling travel packages.
no.
You're moving mad.
When was that, by the way? What day was that stream? Can we get a date?
That's probably not even half of the shit I've talked this season either.
Brothers.
That's probably not even half.
Nah, this is crazy, man. You know,
But welcome back.
You've been
Welcome
silent,
back.
man. I think we need to, you know what I mean, really down to the nitty gritty of what you've been saying, man. You're a silent assassin, you know, Turkish, you know.
Nah, man.
That clip yesterday was a bomber. Like,
Not this,
I'm
not this season. I'm not silent assassin this season. This season it's been all over the gap.
Yeah,
Because
we got him this season. We've drawn him out.
Yeah. Okay.
We've drawn him out this season.
nah,
We tried
man,
to draw out Steve. We tried to draw out Steve because obviously it was a two-race. It's a two-horse race. We tried to bait them, and Turkish kind of fell for it in around January. Would you say? January?
Nah, not fell for it. Hold on. Because this narrative, a lot of people thought we're doing it. A lot of people thought we're doing it, including people on this panel. Let's not forget that. It's not just Arsenal fans that thought it or me that thought it, a lot of people. But yeah, it wasn't roped in. If you've got a chance, you go for it. If you've got a chance, you go for it. Like, I don't understand. Obviously, you make a decision to stick with Arteta for another season. We're in the season. We're top. Liverpool are falling off. City don't look the same. What do you want? You're going to go for it regardless. And like I said, if we bottle it, it'll be one of the biggest bottles of all time. Now, some will say we've bottled it already. We might have, but it's 5 games now. Steve called the Etihad game a shootout, and we fucked it. So the last 5 games, it's another shootout. We've got another chance to fuck it, but we've got another chance to save it. At the end of the day, if I had to do it all again, I'd do it all again.
What do plans and then start
I'd do it
planning?
all. I'd feel I'd say what I said and I'd do what I do and feel the way I felt because it was all a genuine feeling. It was all.
Surely Steve has got a speech for us or something, man. Come on, man. Don't keep us waiting.
We know.
We got to give his credit as well, Steve, by the way, because I can't lie. We crossed him. We said it's over, and he's stuck by his team. I know he's gonna do that.
Speech.
You know what I mean? You got to give credit to him, man.
Look at the state of you. Your team got a fucking top 5 race, and you're saying, and you're in a relegation ban. You lot are trying to speech.
You want Steve?
Yeah, listen.
You want Steve?
The way that Matisse's moving was mad.
Listen, sometimes silence is all you need to know what's happening in it. I told you all early on in the season. I did, but you said, "Oh yeah, Steve knows. He knows really. He just don't admit it. He can't be honest." Last week it was, "I don't tell the truth." I think I do tell the truth because there's a lot of truths that have been coming out of my mouth, but you just don't choose to listen to the truth. You know, the parade's happening, £500 bets is happening, Premier League trophies getting exchanged was happening.
Oh,
you know what I mean? My name was getting put in spliffs. That was happening as well. You know what I mean? All this thing was happening all around me. But, you know, I stood on the pedestal. I beat in my chest. I said in, what was it, January? If it ever gets to a shootout at the Etihad, I promise you, you will not win that. You won't win it on the pitch. You won't win it off the pitch. We will not allow it. We are built different in Manchester. We're built different on the blue side. You know what I mean? And the only thing I can say to you is facts. I come out with facts. I said, I know where we need to be. And you laughed. And every week you mocked it. Are you still where you need to be, Steve? I said, yeah, we're exactly. And the chat mocked it. I said, we need to be on their arse, not in front of them, on their arse coming into that last 10. Because that is when the facts start to hit home. And the facts are that Manchester City start to kick into gear. Pep Guardiola starts to kick into gear. And Manchester City start to do what Manchester City do. We go on the trophy hunt and we steal trophies. And the facts are that Arsenal, no matter if they're top of the league for 1 week, 2 weeks, 200 days, 265 days, always shit the bed. Yeah. The supply of Pampers in North London in the last 4 weeks has had to be restocked. The amount of Arsenal fans that have shit the bed, the amount of Sudocrem and baby wipes that they're going through in North London because this lot have gone too early again and shit the bed. It's rife. So listen, I could rant, I could rave, I could start going into everyone, but I don't need to. I don't need to because there was one man who was sat on this panel who was always maintained that Manchester City Football Club are in this title race. I never crumbled. Admit it. Come on, just say it. You say what you don't want to say it. He can't be objective. He can't do this. He can't do that. But one thing I can do is fucking back this fucking football club to the death because I trust my manager. There's no meltdowns on this blue side of Manchester when we get beat off Bozo Gimps. There's no meltdown on the blue side of Manchester when we get beat off Manchester United. Yeah, because I know that Pep will get it right. There's no Pep scratching his face off and he's lost it. There's no Erling Haaland, the lamppost, don't turn up in big games. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's on. It's well and truly on. You've got to respect Manchester City Football Club. You can go back in time and talk about heritage and all that. Okay, you're witnessing modern day heritage. You're witnessing a modern day machine, the Grim Reaper of football clubs. When you think you're clear, just sneaks up behind you and cuts your throat. And that is exactly what we did yesterday. You know what I mean? There was one set of fans went into that stadium yesterday, partying, bouncing, singing and swinging off the rafters. There was another set of fans sat in the corner waiting for the inevitable, what was going to happen. Yeah, and it happened. So, yeah, it was a very good day yesterday. The Arsenal fans that have called me out, you know, LV midget and all that, he's gone back to pantomime, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. He never shown up at the Etihad, you know what I'm saying? There's a few of them been giving it, but you know what it is, what it is. The banter's there, I've give it out, I've took it. But listen, it's on. It's on. We're in there now. We're in there now. 12 people on this panel said 12 points. It's over. It's going to be 12. It's over. It's going to be 12. No. Win. Wednesday night, we're top of the league. You never touch second again. Never touch second again. Famous man once said on it. So listen, it's peak for them, man. But if you're willing to chat the shit, you've got to back it. So go and back it because we're coming.
I've been thinking about this, and Wednesday I do expect you to win, but I'd call it joint first at that point.
Shameless.
Wow. No,
listen,
the race
ain't
goal difference decides it at the end of the race, right? So
Absolutely
I'm just saying,
outrageous.
this is my perspective. I'm speaking for. I made the statement.
Enough.
What can I say?
It's an Arsenal fan statement. You know, go and ask Saeed. Go and ask Saeed in 2012. Was they joint first?
Man said joint first.
We'll be joint first. If you beat Burnley, we're joint first, brother. So and
how much are you gonna read? That's what I'm saying. It's Burnley though, isn't it? So
for what it's worth, me and Grizz are still not convinced by City. So
I shut your mouth now, man. Seriously, this ain't your segment, man. You and Grizz. Yeah, like fucking hell, TOBS talk a bit more, and I've never thought I'd say that.
Well, listen, if you want me to get it into the game, I'll get into the game, like you say. I thought City played well. I thought it was a good game of football. I thought Arsenal turned up as well and tried to play. It was all for me on what Arteta was going to have to do, because after the Carabao Cup final, for me, he had to change something. He changed it a little bit. He went with the 4 sort of centre-backs at the back. They pressed a lot higher than what they've done before. They did get some success with it with Donnarumma's goal. But City, they're very flexible. They can tweak it at any time. And once they get into the pattern of the play, you know, one thing I was devastated with when we scored the goal, Ryan Cherky with an absolute great goal, you know what I mean? King Clancy-esque, you know what I mean? I thought if we could hold on there for 10 minutes at 1-0, the place was just starting to boil. And I thought, and then when they scored straight away, the equaliser, I thought, wow, got out of jail a bit there. But Arsenal had the chances. People slagging the referee off. I'm going to be honest about the referee, right? I thought the referee, he was in the middle of a boiling pot, and I thought he let things go that he should have let go. And I thought he could have started the game a lot. There was a couple of little niggles here and there, but do you know what? I thought he let it go. And all this about Gabriel getting sent off, I'm not asked about that. Him and Haaland, for me, were fighting from minute one. They don't like each other. They had a ding-dong. So what? They put their head on him and he pushed him. I'm not bothered by that, me. I don't. Haaland's not bothered. You got to give Earl credit because he didn't fucking drop. He could have hit the deck. If I'm telling you now, the shoe's on the other foot, Gabriel falls down there. He's taking that. You know what I mean? He's going to do that.
Million%.
But the game itself was, regardless of that, the game itself was good. There was chances for Kai Havertz where, you know, he could have scored. Donnarumma redeemed himself with a couple of saves and then the big long throw to O'Reilly. I thought Martinelli, when he come on, got caught. He didn't know what to do off the ball. He was out of position a couple of times. He wasn't getting what needed to be done. And City overloaded on that left-hand side. Nico O'Reilly again in the box. In the box, he's left back. What you doing overlapping, you know, Doku getting in the box. But I thought we deserved it on the balance of play. And like I say, it was a massive signal. I just thought there's no way. I know my team. There's no way in a straight shootout that we losing that game. I'm not, no way was I having it there. And like you say, our last results, the Carabao Cup final win, Liverpool put to bed, Chelsea put to bed, Arsenal put to bed. We're on a roll now. The league's not over. It's not over. I'm not stupid enough to say it's over. But this is a fantastic position we got ourselves in. This is a position that no Arsenal fan wanted to see Manchester City in. And that is what it is now. So they've got to go and do their job. We've got to go and do their job. But the fact is we're back in it with 5 games to go. And that is exactly where I needed to be. My team needed to be. So I'm a happy man.
I think... do I start on the game? I guess I start on the game. Overall, you look at the game, City deserved it, right? On the whole scheme of things. But the context of the Havertz misses, like to put us 2-1 up or to bring the game back to 2-2 at that time, it's a very different feeling then. So I think the context has to come into how big those misses were. And I also talked about heart and fight and passion before, and it just happens to be Havertz again in this scenario. But that run with Bernardo Silva, he just wanted it more. He just wanted, but Havertz should have been through on goal. Bernardo just wanted it more, and that can't run after so many second place finishes. It just can't run. I know we played better. We did play better than recently. Yes, the bar is low, but we also played to a level where I say, if we played like that against Bournemouth, against Wolves, against Forest, against Brentford, against United, we wouldn't be in this position now. So yes, Mikel changed it up, but he's left more questions than answers, because now we've seen that. It's like, why didn't you do that before? That whole label of ignorance.
I think they had to raise the game, Turkish, in that kind of atmosphere. They've got to, and I think your opposition brings it out here.
Steve, remember, look, 20. When was your first title? 2011, 12, yeah. Right? I remember I was at the game when we beat you 1-0, right? Was you at that game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you'd remember that after the game, you lot got penned in outside and we were singing to you, we fucked your title up. I say we, it was a crowd, and it was like, it was a bit of banter. We wasn't nowhere near you, but because we beat you, you was 8 points from United. Do you know how much heart, fight and passion you man showed on that pitch to claw your first Premier League title, let alone the first one in 22 years, which would have been for us? That's all I asked for a bit. So you say raise your game. Why the fuck didn't they raise it against Forest or against Liverpool or against United, Brentford, Wolves?
Do you want to know my honest opinion? Do you want to know my honest opinion?
Earlier, you said about knowing where you want to be and, you know, Man City and whatnot. Man City ain't been great over the last however many games. Your points tally even, it's not like for like in terms of how you've hunted like sharks before. We've been worse than you. That's how we've got here. The way we have applied ourselves in game, tactically and passion merchant, however you want to put it, sense. Like fuck it, that this City game, you stood up to it and it was a better game and you put up a fight. You needed to get something out of it. Dare I say, win it. But then now you're right. We sit here 5 games to go and it's not over. But the favor, the advantage is very much in your hands. And how can we let that happen from 4 weeks ago? Like all that chest I had, all that confidence I had, like I said, it's always been a mix of us and you, right? You've stepped it up recently. We fucking backtracked. I've always said the attack's a problem. He still hasn't figured it out.
There's a mentality issue. Whether Arsenal fans want to accept it or not, there's a mentality issue. And until you get over that mentality issue, there's going to always be a problem when it comes to the business end of the season. You could see it yesterday with Declan Rice telling players it's not over. Why are you saying that? Why would you say that? It's not over. You know, we've seen it with the manager doing the stupid tricks again. There's no need for it.
It
Do you know
comes
what I mean?
from him,
weird...
Steve.
Yeah, of course I get it. But I mean, you're as a player, you're your own player. I seen Rodri yesterday on the touchline with a groin strain, flying down the touchline, telling Cousinov what to do and where to go and all that. And I just thought these players, they want it a bit more. But I honestly don't think Arsenal are as good as they think they are. And I think you fans got led into a false sense. And you can say, like, yes, City are not been playing too well. But in the last 4 games, we've beat Arsenal in a cup final. We've beat Liverpool 4-0. We've gone to Stamford Bridge, which everyone said was a banana skin, and won 3-0. And then we've had the shootout we wanted at the Etihad, and we've won that. So City are definitely the informed team. It's now on Pep to get us over the line. And this is where it is. If you was a betting man now, and you had to bet on 5 games, Man City or Arsenal, bet on Pep or Arteta, you're putting your mortgage on Pep to get Man City over the line. But even if we wasn't as good a team as you, but I think we are. I think we've got a lot more options than you. I look at Arsenal's goalkeeper and the defence, and I think, okay. I look at the midfield, and I think, I look at the attack. It's nowhere near good enough. Yeah. There wasn't the lads who were around me were going, look, these lot, they're not. It's not. It didn't scare you. And do you know that video I did at the beginning of the season? Do you remember? Nobody is scared of Arsenal. They ripped me apart for that. But that's my genuine feeling. But when I played Liverpool, I thought, fucking Salah again, Mane again, fucking hell. This is what I was feeling. But with Arsenal, I don't feel like that. And then I can see a blueprint of teams now starting to know how to play Arsenal. And when we're going into the Etihad and Kai Havertz is up front, I'm thinking to myself, wow, is this it? You know, you've got Gyökeres, the leading scorer in Europe, right? Regardless what I think of him, you've obviously done your scouting and thought, we need to grab him, and he's taking us to the next level. All we need is Gyökeres. It comes down to the big games, and he's not there. He's not there. Cousinov and Mark Gay would have had an absolute field day with him yesterday. They played Havertz for movement. They tried to make your attack fluid. It didn't work. It didn't work. The goal you scored, we gave you the goal. We basically gave you the goal. You could have scored more goals. You could have. But I'll tell you something. If Antoine Semenyo could fucking trap the ball like I told everybody on this panel, his first touch is a nightmare.
I was ready for this, guys.
We'd have fucking scored. I'm not digging him because he
got into the game. You're fair. You're right. You're actually right.
Right. I know when I watch players, I pick little things up, and I say to it. Me and Toby had a conversation last week on the mob about Jeremy Doku, and I said, "Now do you understand when I tell you about the frustration of Doku?" And now you see it. By the end of the day, listen, the City fans are buzzing. Everyone's happy on this side of Manchester. We got our tails up, but it's not over. We've got to go to Burnley and we got to win. We can't afford. Pep's saying now he's got to change the players because certain players are tired and that. This is where it becomes a problem, where you see it from Pep. All of a sudden, Rico Lewis is in midfield and you won all at Burnley and you're gonna drop it. So we'll see. But I'm confident now. I think City go and win all our games.
You know what? Yeah, I know you want to come in Turkish, but I think for me, what Steve said is correct, man. You got Gyökeres on the bench, and I get this idea of like fluidity, man, but it comes down to the fact that you spent money on a striker that was scoring goals in the Portuguese league. Whether you think it's the Portuguese or not, you brought him in, and he's on the bench. And when I said at the start of the season, it's not going to be down to Gyökeres, it's going to be down to how Arteta gets the best out of Gyökeres. This is what I meant. Like, this should have been a season where Arteta gets the best out of Gyökeres. And I get it, his first touch is loose, but you're telling me he don't bag that chance that Havertz has. I think he probably does if he's fit and firing under the manager and you've got the best out of him. And that's why it sums it up for me. You brought
he doesn't get the chance that Havertz gets.
But that's what I'm trying to say, though. But this is where the manager needs to be coming in and finding a way to get the best out of Gyökeres, because we know he isn't going to do the link-up play. He isn't going to turn away from the defender and do all of that. So that's where, for me, when I look at it, I'm like, you're in the final phase of this Arteta, whatever we call it, and Gyökeres is on the bench. Look at this. For me, it's a damning indictment of where Arsenal are, that you're going back to your safety of fluidity. Brother, you need shooters. You need goal scorers. You need players who are going to put the ball in the back of the net. That one little chance that Haaland had there, he didn't have a sniff. Let's be honest, guys. Haaland didn't really have a sniff all game. One chance, bit of movement. He got away from Gabriel. Boom, goal. And that's what it comes down to. These minor details that are going to win you the league. And I just thought, for me, bringing him on with how many minutes ago did he come on? 5-10 minutes?
10 minutes.
That right there, I'm like, for whatever Havertz played, because I don't think Havertz had a bad game, yeah, but in them decisive moments. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know you're gonna
don't let this Havertz
I don't think he had a bad game. I don't think Havertz had a bad game.
Broski, let me tell you something now. He fucking missed one-on-one.
I get the chances.
He missed the header. Do you also get beaten by Bernardo Silva? Do you also get that?
He ain't got the pace, but when would he have the pace to get past?
What do you mean he don't have the pace? He's got long legs. Apparently, he does have a bit of pace. Bernardo Silva. It's not Doku.
We're talking, SAEED. I think you're looking at the wrong attacker. Gyökeres is crap.
Yeah.
Let's call a spade. He's crap. He came on 14 minutes. He had no touches of the ball. It was clearly justified why he was dropped. They don't put in that performance with him because he's not good with the press. He's not good at
you bought him in there. Look at the manager.
No, but he played in the first game though.
He played in the first game, yeah.
And he was dead.
No, but we okay, City went up early, but then they defended for the majority of the game, but we still it was 1-1. It was like it wasn't dead. It wasn't much different to this.
I think you played way better yesterday than you did in the home game. You created more chances. You pressed up.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Early goal for us and for City, sorry, and them going defensive. I made it a more difficult game. We didn't have the chances that we had in this one. This one we picked off chances that we should have, done better in to take something from the game. But it's not like Gyökeres played that game and it was abysmal. Bro, how many times did you have and you know what it is here? Sorry, I'm about to go into things that it doesn't really matter anymore. Ultimately, it's Mikel Arteta. That is it. Because yesterday, what he did yesterday is I've already mentioned the style of play. He highlighted to us that he could have done this against Wolves. He didn't do it. He also started his guy. Let's not forget this. Havertz is his guy. Year in, year out. That's his choice. He started his guy, right? He also, in starting his guy, left the guy he signed in the summer, the big striker signing that was meant to do everything SAEED said. He left him on the bench. He also started the winger that we spent 55 M's on that is going to back up Saka if he gets injured. And that money, justifies the talent and the depth we have in that position. So everything that he done yesterday left no stone unturned for the Arteta hive, let's call it. Because now in the last 5 games, I woke up excited. I woke up excited today because it's either we win the league or it's a new manager and it's something exciting again. Because what he done yesterday is highlight everything that he's done wrong over the years. Havertz, wrong. Madueke, wrong. Gyökeres, he got it wrong. I wanted Gyökeres. I'm not paid to make those decisions. I'm also not an expert. I'm just a fan that talks shit here and there, and loose cannons, we talk it out in a different way. No one should reference me in terms of, oh, he said this, he said that. I also said get Shirky if you want to do that, but let's not do that. It's not about that. He left everything on the line, Arteta, yesterday. So when I saw the lineup, I was like, I'm glad he's doing what he wants to do, and it didn't work. And it's left us in a position where, okay, 5 to go, but it's a shootout. And it's a shootout with an attack that you decided not to improve, not transfer window, mid-season when it was obviously a problem. You chose to quadruple down on the defensive side, the structural side, and it's costing us now. So we're in a shootout. Shoot out, brother, or out. Like that's what it's going to be now.
The thing is, I think you're spot on, bro. I think you're absolutely spot on with that assessment. Because even before the game, when we looked at the lineups, when we went through the lineups, what did we discuss? We discussed those very points about Arteta has gone back to his people, and this is literally make or break. Havertz is his boy. Madueke is his choice. Even playing Mosquera at right back, that's his choice. 4 centre backs. No having trust in Lewis Skelly. Even though Nketiah has been good, wherever. The point being, Lewis Skelly was the flavour of the month last year, yeah? He could have played him at left back, but he played another centre-back if he wanted more fluidity. But that's not where you lost the game yesterday. Everyone loses at Etihad. That's not a problem. The problem is the previous 4 or 5 games that he hasn't shown this side. He pretty much went out balls out against Man City. But it's the fucking wrong game to go balls out. We were discussing the tactics and the mindset going into this game. It was the Bournemouth, the Wolves, and I don't even know the previous 3-4 games that you've dropped points. You'll know. Those are the games where, if you've lost the title, that's where you've lost it. The Havertz and Gyökeres debate is just a weighing up shitness, in my opinion. Which shit's heavier? It's true. Who's done the biggest shit? Because Havertz was supposed to be the finishing touch to this phase.
Gyökeres.
And then Gyökeres was. I mistakenly said Gabriel Jesus was the original, but they're right. These guys corrected me and said, no, Gabriel Jesus was the process, part of the process to build them up. But they done everything. They built up the defense. They built up the midfield. Rice was supposed to be the finishing touch in midfield. Sorry, Zubimendi was supposed to be this finishing touch, and it looked good. And then up front, it was supposed to be, the rumors were Sesko or Gyökeres. But like we said yesterday, what difference would Sesko have made up front? So there's fundamentally a fuck up somewhere. And when there's a fuck up, heads must roll. And if you lose the title from here, which we will go into, like who thinks it's over and whatnot, if you lose it from here, heads have to roll on your choices of finishing pieces. Because I don't think Gyökeres is a finishing piece. I don't think Havertz was. And I don't think Sesko was either, to be honest with you, if you got Sesko. So, but I don't think head's gonna roll. But yeah, I don't think Arteta lost it yesterday. I thought Arteta actually, Arsenal fans, say I'm GRIZZ lighting. I don't give a shit what you lot say. You don't know that we extend manager. I think Arteta actually coached a good game, but his choice of players let him down. Havertz scores those chances, it's a wrap.
But why did he take off Eze? That's
exactly.
a terrible sub.
That's another indication of
Terrible sub. You're bringing on a guy who I saw some stat this morning.
Why not start Eze in those other games, Tobes? Though this is why I'm going backwards.
He was injured
to be fair. In those other games.
He was injured to be fair.
Before
the injury. It's before the injury.
He's flopped.
He dropped him.
Don't you remember those weeks that Eze wasn't playing and though that was the weeks I'm talking about where you had a chance to figure out the attack on top of an elite defense. Instead of taking that chance, Eze was dropped for a week on like he played 1-2 games in like 7 game weeks, right? And you end up with this. Like it's all on him now. It's all on him to get it done now. It's all on him to get it right. And that's the bottom line of it now, because every angle
do you believe
his decisions, tactically or in the transfer market, huh?
Sorry, do you believe though? I know you said he has to get it done, but do you believe?
I can't say I do.
Are you mad to say ask him that?
It's Pep versus Arteta with 5 games to go, 5 wins are needed, and a shootout. One team looks like they can shoot, and the other team looks like they can't. You'd be a fool to back Arteta over Pep with 5 games to go.
His last game they lost United.
So again,
City's last game they lost was United.
And you know what's funny, Steve?
We haven't lost any. We draw. Draws are losses.
After you lost to United, we lost to United. Like this is where we lost it. Mikel, he's gone mad to do the same shit year in year out on your 6th chance or 4th chance since we became a conversation in title talk. It's just it's a bad end. It's a sad end.
Very quickly to the game though, because Man City, we like, fuck's sake. Obviously, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much as praising Arsenal. I don't really mind praising City because this Pep Guardiola, and I'll stick by it. If he gets over the line, and this is going to be his 3rd rebuild. No, you can wipe your brow.
I'm not doing anything, bro.
No, he becomes the greatest. He becomes the greatest.
I know, but you've mentioned this twice now.
He becomes the greatest. You said he was finished.
I know
exactly. Where does this come? I don't get this guy, bro. You said he was finished. You said he was washed. You said he was finished, and now you're placing him like, what the hell?
SAEED, it's textbook Grizz.
Bro, I don't get it, bro. Like, just pick
It's
one.
textbook Grizz.
Is he
And then when you put it out,
finished?
you're like, oh,
Or is he the best
why are you
player?
saying that?
I'm about to say I'm admitting my fuck up and my errors, and I'm trying to speak on I fucked up. That's why I'm speaking on it, because I said,
Can you apologize
That's a
to Pep,
big
please?
effort.
Can you apologize to Pep, please?
not
Full
only
screen
Pep,
as well. I want a
not
full
only
screen.
Pep, not only Pep, to Man City fans, everything else. But get over the line first. I will say I will do a fully blown fucking apology once it's confirmed. Because look, at the end of the day, it's not over. But I'll stick by it. I did say all of that. That's why I'm speaking, because I'm the one who fucked up and said the over is finished. They're never going to dominate again. But if they turn this around, this is the biggest humble pie I've ever eaten, ever. And very quickly, Bernardo Silva. I tweeted this morning. I tweeted this morning, right? Like, opposition fans hate him. Everybody would want him on your side. He's a rat and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But my God, what a season to go out on, and what a performance he put in yesterday. For me, that was one of the best performances when your team needs you, because you look around that Man City team and not many of them have come from that dominant era. Him, Rodri, work with me here, Steve. Who else? Him, Rodri are probably the old school guys.
Haaland's won the league. Docker's won the league, but
right. No, but not the dominant era. The dominant era. You look around, and they needed Bernardo Silva and Rodri to fucking rise to the occasion. And Rodri yesterday put in the complete performance. He was a leader because he played like a leader. He was a conductor because how many times was he picking up the ball from the centre backs? Then you find him on the left wing, right wing, in the hole. And he was a disruptor, all in free. Bernardo Silva, I tip my hat, my war hat, my cap, my sun hat, my fake Gucci hat, my everything to you, brother, because you was magnificent yesterday. Absolutely magnificent. Bernardo Silva. Wow.
The guy's walking away with 19 trophies. 19 trophies in 9 years. Did you see how many games he's missed in 9 years through injury? He's missed 10 games in 9 years through injury, and for every season for 9 years, he's played over 45 games. That is a fucking unbelievable stat. Whether you like him or not, the guy is a legend, and that is a legend. And you know what? For a little fella to come from Monaco, I mean, and Toby will tell you this, when we signed him, he was a playmaking number 10. He ripped Tottenham apart at Wembley one time. You know, he was a brilliant player. Yep, and then he went to that from City, started creating, scoring goals and that. And then he had to adapt. Pep decided, no, we don't need you there. We need you right back. We need you left back. We need you centre mid. We need you left wing. And he never fucking shirked it. He just got involved. That's why they love him there. And I say to people,
he played left back, innit? I think he played left back a couple of times.
He played left back. Yeah, and he's just one of them players where you think Bernardo Silva, you know, never in doubt. He'll play anywhere. Never. And now he's like, it's sad. It's sad. But like I say, he wants it. You've seen him when we scored. You see it on the face of him and that. He wants it. At the end of the game, he wants it and that. And fair play to him. Big up Bernardo Silva.
That's what we need. That sort of character. Do you get it? That sort of character is needed in this side.
Who's your version?
Can I?
They don't have one because no one's won anything.
We don't have in attack, that's for sure. But like that, Pep deserves a lot of credit because Pep don't normally keep players that want to go. And Ronaldo a couple times because of homesickness or whatever. But Pep's obviously persuaded him, and he's still pulling out. Between him, like obviously they've had a couple players that really turn up at the end of the season in title races. Between him and Shirky, because you bigged up Bernardo, I've already said what I said. Shirky as well, in terms of footballer, that is just a baller. And I just hope it's more a sign of things to come in football, because you look at the conversation about it since every angle, even United fans, you see, like everyone appreciates that sort of player more than ever.
Yeah, everyone is it.
Do you know what I said to my dad yesterday? I said to my dad, there's nobody on that pitch who gets that ball in that position for City or Arsenal that sees that gap. You've got Declan Rice, Gabriel in front of him, who thinks, I'm driving in between them two here because I know I can beat him. He could have gone over twice because the tackles were inches, but the feet round him, and then he put it in. And then the arrogance, I've seen him standing there. That's my stand I'm in. He's standing there like that. I seen Ty 2 rows from the front. Have you seen it? If you zoom in on the clip, and Ty's doing something like pointing to his fingers like 2 or something. I don't know what he's doing. Cherky's just like having a laugh, but he's a maverick. He's a player that a lot of people said Pep would spoil. And I get why they'd say that, because, you know, you expect him to be turned into a DM or something. But at the minute, you know, he's gonna win us many games, but there's gonna be games where we're gonna have to take him off because he's just a free spirit. I thought they were gonna man-to-man mark him yesterday and stop him getting the ball, but then I thought if they do that, they're taking a man out of the game in the middle of the park. It's not going to happen. So they had to just let him do what he wanted to do, and he was enjoying himself yesterday. And that goal was brilliant, you know.
I think
you wanted to say something.
I want to talk about that midfield because we spoke about it on the show.
Oh,
and
yeah.
man were telling me, oh, Declan Rice is playing well and all of this. I said, no, Man City's midfield are winning. Arsenal, they get back into the game. They need the midfield to turn up. And not too long ago, not anyone on this panel, but certain men have come in and out of this show, have come on this panel and I've chatted a bag of shit on Rodri. Oh, Rodri's finished. He's cooked. This, that, and the third. Declan Rice, best midfielder in the league. World class. Red tear. Really? World class? So where was the world class performance yesterday?
I think you're right to bring up the midfield, but the angle is very aggressively disingenuous.
No, it's not.
Hold on. Can I speak? I've just let you speak. Let me tell you the reason. What do you mean? You stopped? I mean,
cool. No problem.
No, to be honest, everyone said Rice has fell off in terms of the last 2-3 months. Everyone said he doesn't look the same. He doesn't look 100%. He's 70-80%. Everyone said that. So you starting off with, everyone's saying Declan Rice, leading up to the game, leading in crunch time, and this ain't an excuse because it's also a factor to why we're not doing it. But I just think that overall, yes, the midfield, you're right to bring it up because their midfield won the battle easy. They're not the only midfield, by the way. We've struggled midfield with teams in the FA Cup, and none of them were Premier League. So we've got a problem more so than just the attack. Like that's become evident as well. But with Rice, for me, it's more down to the management of him throughout the season, because Rice is not gonna. For me, Rice is not technically gifted. Like, you're not going to expect magic from him. You might a corner, yeah, a free kick, maybe. You know, that even that Real one, flash in the pan, maybe. But he's not magic, is he? So what you expect is an engine. He hasn't been that engine for us. But I put that down to Arteta mismanaging him throughout the season. If you look at some of the games that he's played or come on in or played more than he needed to in, like I said before, good authority says England sent him back, and Saka. England said, you two ain't fit. And they sent them back. That's on Arteta. That is what I just said is a fact, by the way. Like, I'm just going to say, forget good authority. It's a fact. England sent them back saying, how are you man here? So we sent them. We sent them 70. I don't know what's going on. So yes, you're right to bring up the midfield. But that's not why I say disingenuous, because it's,
I don't think it is disingenuous, because that's not the angle I'm taking. We've had multiple Big Six shows where I've agreed with you. I've said the mismanagement of your midfield is there to see, because they have played so much football. You brought in a midfielder in Norgard, you don't play him. Lewis Skelly is there, you don't play him. There's options that he could have deployed over the course of the season. He's not done it. So I can understand why the levels from Zubimendi and Rice have dropped to a certain extent, but in the end of the day, and I'll get onto the Zubimendi point after, but the reason why I spoke on Rice is not to shit on him, because I'll be the first one to say Rice, I think he's top quality. But when we talk about world class, because it's been mentioned on this show by people on this panel, when we talk about world class midfielders, Rodri, that's what it looks like. I'm not, even when Rice was playing well 4 or 5 months ago, the levels are different. So when we are assessing these midfielders that play in the same positions, you see the level of impact one person makes on and off the ball versus the other person on and off the ball. Why do we act like what Rice is producing on the whole is something that's worthy of a statement as, oh, he's better than Rodri? That should never be a statement that should come out of anyone's mouth. That's the only point I'm disputing. On the performance yesterday, I do think Rice had a good start to the game in terms of the stuff he was doing off the ball. But again, you wanted more on the ball. But if I'm talking about on the ball, I have to look at Zubimendi even more than I have to look at Rice, because Zubimendi,
100%.
you were literally bought in for that.
Yeah.
You were bought in to be the conductor, like spray the ball all over the pitch, and he was doing that in some games at the start of the season. We gave him credit, and I remember. Again, I'm not doing I told you, but like I remember at the start of the season, there was some away games where I was like, this guy's looking a bit funny here. Good player, very good player, but he's looking a bit funny. Second half of the campaign, even if you want to say he's tired, bro, he's not getting on the ball.
No, it's evident.
Wait, one second. He's not even getting on the ball. Fatigue, I can understand if you're tracking runners and you're struggling to track runners, which he isn't doing, but you're not even getting on the ball. How many passes yesterday? What, like 14 passes? We said on the show, I didn't even notice he was playing.
Yeah, he was anonymous.
And how many times have we said he's been anonymous over the last couple of weeks? So when we're watching that game yesterday, I'm like, Arsenal are doing well off the ball in terms of the press and have created chances. But if they're really going to go ahead and win this game, yes, I know we're talking about Kai Havertz, but imagine what more you could have done if you had a midfielder who is getting on the ball and putting his foot on the ball and playing passes like Rodri and playing passes like Bernardo Silva. Imagine.
But do you know what it is, Tobes? Do you know what it is? Do you remember I said a couple of weeks ago where I said Pep, we said it when we linked up, that Pep's aim always every season, and Steve will know more than me, but Pep's aim at this, during all his mad lineups, mad formations, mad selections, we question, why is he playing Reinders at the start of the season or whatever. His aim is, come February, March, April, May, they're going to be in peak fitness condition. Form will come, but they're going to be in peak fitness. Yeah, we know, and it's so evident that the Arsenal midfield, like Turkish is saying, has been mismanaged. He's lost the bottle to rotate. He brought in the likes of Norgard and your other midfielders, whoever they may be. I don't know the whole squad depth. But Zubimendi has come from La Liga, where he's strolling around like a maestro. Yeah. 30 games a season, calm, collected. Yeah. He's come into the most ferocious league, and he started off brilliantly. Many Arsenal fans were calling him signing of the season. We've got our brains, we've got our Fabregas back, we've got this, that he's a conductor, all of that business, yeah. But he's died the dog's death. I don't solely blame Zubimendi, the player, but you've got to manage these situations like Pep, where you make sure the fitness of the players is on peak come February onwards, when the final furlong, they say. Arsenal have done the opposite. They started off like a house on train, but he didn't rotate enough because he didn't trust his squad depth enough and keep them fresh. You could tell Declan Rice, I don't think, had a bad game yesterday. I know you want to jump on his neck, but I think it's the least of the headaches and the problems.
I was going to say, man, I think we need to talk about Odegaard, man. Why are we not talking about
all around him?
Yeah, I said the entire midfield.
All around him was dead.
Okay,
and Turkish is right. When they went to England, they looked at some of these players and said, what the you know what I mean? Look at the state of these players. And I hear your argument about Rice shouldn't be compared to Rodri, and you guys know what I think of Rodri anyway. I'm going to be seen tweaking like Rodri. Forget Rodri. Rodri's a different level. But I don't think Rice should bear the brunt. I think Arteta and certain other players. Okay, but I'm just saying, certain other players, like Saeed said, Odegaard, man. There's a few other seniors there as well that need to be looked at. But overall, it's Arteta's management that has to be looked at.
Yeah, we've spoken about the management, but there needs to be an element of blame put on the players, because fundamentally, Arsenal were not progressive enough in their passing. A combination of Odegaard, Zubimendi and Rice, they were not good enough on the ball. Simple.
How much can you blame Havertz for missing chances, though? And this is coming from me. How much can you blame Odegaard for, floating like a butterfly but not stinging like a bee? Like how long has he been doing that? Like at some point again. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And failing to sting like a bee, I think I said. But like I remember,
I don't think you got a right back. I don't think you got a right back that can handle Doku. Mosquera yesterday booked straight away, same as Ben White did in the final.
Oh yeah, Mosquera was first. You see, but the right back situation. You see the subject we're talking about now. It's the perfect position to just highlight mismanagement. Ben White, 2 years straight, banged out, week in, week out, playing through injections. He hasn't played consistently for 2 years, comes back, he looks half the player he once was, right? But whilst he's come back and look half the player, Timber's now out because he had to play 2 years back-to-back after an ACL. Like that position alone tells you all you need to know about what are you doing, brother?
Same with Saka. Same with Rice. Look, at the end of the day, if Havertz puts away the chances he should, we're talking about a different result, and we're talking about Semenyo not being on point for City and wasting half of their attacking play. And then we're picking apart City and why they didn't go on to win the game that they should have won. They needed to win. So for me, the margins are very fine in this game. This is not the game where Arsenal players I'm looking at thinking, yeah, I need to lay into this person, that person. They actually played well. And the simple matter of fact is their attack let them down. Odegaard, he's not a threat. That's why Eze needed to stay on. Madueke, he's a shocking player, shocking signing to be playing for Arsenal at this level in a title crunch match. And Havertz, need I say more? You switch out them frontline players with players that are actually equipped to be at this level in this situation. We ain't having this conversation. That's it.
Yeah, City. Don't forget City at the post after 2 or 3 minutes with Cherky when Gabriel he leaned into it. We thought it was on ball, you know, from obviously sees arms tucked in, but it is what it is. Haaland at the post second half.
You see what you said at the beginning about the credit to you for that, because you mentioned it before I did. You see the reaction to this Gabriel Haaland stuff. It is a red card by today's standards, but we also kind of agree, or surely the majority agree, that today's standards kind of have taken a bit out of the game. Do you get it? Like there's a bit of bite there.
The ref let a lot go. He let a lot go.
That's what I'm saying. So you said it before I did. Before people say Arsenal fan bias.
There was a lot of little tussles breaking out off the ball, and there were people falling, and the ref was running past them going, get up, get up. And then, you know, they were trying to, I get it. Probably some players were wanting the game stop, start. You know what I mean? But he didn't. And I can't really kill him for it. Anthony Taylor's not my favourite ref. You know what I mean? We all know he's a United fan, pretending sports altering him. But
he's a City fan, man. He's a City fan.
Fucking not, mate.
I love that. I love that needle. I know we lost the game, but when those moments, I think those moments highlight how big and how pressurized this match is.
Not gonna lie, Haaland ragdolled Gabriel. If it was if it was a boxing match at the end of the game, like Gabriel usually gives as good as he gets, but Haaland and they've actually had the better of Haaland. Like
they have. That's the problem this year. That's why Arteta's gone backwards. Yeah, Haaland used to be on the wraps for the majority,
but Haaland yesterday,
he roasted him he roasted him at the Emirates. They broke on the halfway line. City, Gabriel was treading water 10 yards behind. Haaland roasted him. And yesterday he waited for the one chance, and then they had a bit of a physical, and then he got ahead of him. Bang! That is what Erling Haaland does.
Would we say he's world class
and all that?
You say some wild things, you know. So you're gonna
be rewriting
Gabriel.
Guys been playing
ask for the question, man. Is that
acting like Kevin Davies ragdolled him? Haaland's the best striker in the world.
I don't know, man. A couple of Wolves strikers ragdolled him. A couple of Bournemouth strikers ragdolled him.
If Gabriel's been ragdolled this season, what's Konate? What's the word?
He's been ragdolled, but we're not talking about Konate.
No. The words can't be the same. If Gabriel's been ragdolled,
Gabriel world class. I'm just saying.
Turkey.
I just want to know
he scored a hat-trick against
world class last season.
I don't know.
He scored a hat-trick against
Gabriel does deserve criticism, though. Turkish.
He does, yeah, 100%. But you know what I'll say. The defense does deserve criticism, not just yesterday in moments and for the last however many weeks. But again, I can't just look past Arteta failing to protect them by building a fucking attack that scares teams somewhat to sit off us. Do you remember the whole low block thing? That lasted 10, 15 games. We're playing low blocks. Teams then opened up. Teams attack us from Mansfield to Bournemouth to City because they know that our attack isn't really that much of a threat. So the defense gets more on top of them now. No excuses. But what I'm saying, we are where we are because of them. So I can't now call them out in terms of highlighting them before I highlight everything else. Tonight, I'm on Mikel. And the next 5 games, I'm on Mikel. I can talk about Havertz. That's Mikel. Gyökeres. That's Mikel. Madueke. That's Mikel. The injuries. Mikel, the defense getting more pressure put on them. Mikel, everything's Mikel now.
It's mad though, isn't it? Rightly so. Think about it. You're top of the league, and you're 5 games away from winning the Premier League title, and the whole fan base is split on the manager. I've never heard that before. in any league in the world. I've never seen
It's been
that
bubbling,
before.
though, Steve. It's been bubbling because they've basically become second 3 years in a row. And this is the 4th year now.
We've never seen this before.
But reality.
It's unprecedented.
Steve, you have players and maybe Pep as well, actually. I haven't paid attention to Pep, but you have players that have come out and just told the truth. Do you get it? Whether that's Bernardo Silva coming out saying if Arsenal won that game, it would have been over for us. Very open, very honest. At a time where even maybe you wouldn't have said it was over, right? But he was open and honest about how the position, the context. Like many times, your players have come out and said, you know, we didn't perform well in that game. We need to do better. The standards ain't there. Our players and our manager comes out and there's no accountability. It's all rosy.
You know what? Do you know what's going to be very interesting? This Netflix thing, because we all seen the Arsenal having a Netflix thing, documentary thing.
No.
I wish.
No,
I thought it was. Didn't they not have something to do with Amazon or something behind the cameras behind the thing?
No, he
because
said
I'd like to see the shit that goes on behind the scenes with this Arteta.
We see it anyway. We've
seen it before. We've seen it before.
No, but we're only seeing what they're allowing us to see. I bet if a whistleblower came out, there's some mad shit going on there.
It'd be cringe,
I think what you're seeing in front of the camera in interviews is exactly what he is.
Yeah,
he's been around the block for how many years now? Like, we know who this guy is. We've seen him enough now. He showed what he's about.
But what this guy has worked with Pep Guardiola in title challenges.
He's not
Pep.
He's
seen it.
No, he's not Pep.
Seen it. But
but just because you see it doesn't mean you can replicate it. You can't. You know what I mean? Just because
you've never seen Pep holding light bulbs and drawing pictures and doing mad stuff like that.
But do you know what? He wants to separate himself from
he wants
Pep as well. He doesn't want to be known as Pep's cone man and Pep's disciple and all that. He wants to create his own image and his own.
Part of that, what's the word for it? There's a word for that. You know, when it's an ego thing.
Do it my way.
Like, I think them moments are more ego things than anything. So, you know, when it felt like if we get over the line, those moments, mattered towards that. And those moments are so unique that, you know, that's not a Pep thing. That's not Sir Alex. That's not what Wenger did. That's what Mikel did.
Yeah.
But it's also so weird. So if it doesn't work out, it's like, brother, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's narcissist. That's the word.
That's the word.
Okay, that's probably because that's what I don't understand. Holding pens. You think Vieira, Henry, and these men are holding pens in training? Fingertips. Why?
Would have flicked the pen at his face, mate, and said, "Yo, get that pen out of his face."
Like, all of it's too like I keep on mentioning. If there was a connection for me, I can only talk personally. A lot of people are connected to him. We've seen that over the years. But for me, in terms of the character, I might feel a bit more like, I feel for him, man. He's come close again. But the character and the way he's spoken over the last 6 months, 18 months, it hasn't sat in a way where I'm feeling like, oh man, like it's sat in a way where I'm like, hold on. You take the piss in press conferences, you make decisions and say, yeah, I don't really care what the fans thought about that. I did it because I like him, Madueke. So, okay, win it, brother. Pack lunch, shin pads. Everyone's brought everything, you know. So if there was like Klopp had a human connection there with a lot of fans. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, like that's an example of a manager that's got some sort of a vibe.
You got to win. You still got to win. No, I don't know why people pretend like this is confusing as to why there's a split with Arteta in this fan base. If this man was managing any other top 6 club and he'd finished second,
I don't think
this many times in a row, and he had not picked up a trophy in this amount of time, everybody would be like, "What the hell is going on with this guy? Like, what is he still doing here?"
I don't think at the end of the day anymore.
You would have been set, bro. He would have been gone at Chelsea. Avram Grant came and took over Jose Mourinho. He got Chelsea challenging for a league title
and got to a final. Champions League final, still gone.
Didn't get the job. Got the chop.
Ancelotti won the league, finished second won the double. Finished second in the following season, got sacked. And I'm not even saying that's a good decision, but I'm saying Arteta's been here for years, like long time. It's more than acceptable for patience to run out. The guy has literally taken up people's entire school, like from year 7 all the way to year 11. People have been with this manager.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Like, you mad? How
That's
long
all,
do you think life is, bro? You man want to stick with this guy for how many more years? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. What the hell is this? You only got one life, you know.
Can I just say,
moving crazy.
I'm with agreeing with Turkish. You know, I don't think there's a split anymore in the Arteta in and out.
There is.
No, I'm telling you right now.
Like that,
I don't
bro.
think there's.
Not like
I've
that.
seen even Bav's his videos and I'm not gonna lie, the tone's changed. You know, what I mean, he ain't that kind of guy where
his face is on the thumbnail side.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Man, switch the thumbnails. Go watch his content, and he's Mr. Arsenal, Mr. Arteta. But for me, it comes down to the board, man, because he's got 1 year left on his contract, and if they deem that unacceptable to be 4 years into the process and finishing second again, then they will make that decision. Say, you know what, enough is enough.
100%.
But if they continue, and dare I say, offer him a contract to reward him for the fact that you're still in this title race. Oh well,
no, but it's going to be based on the season, Saeed. It's going to be based on this season how it ends. Literally,
no, but I just don't.
If he gets one trophy over the board, they're in 2 trophies. Yeah. If he gets one of them over the line, of course he's going to be offered a new contract. We all know this and agree with this. If he doesn't get over the line in any of them, and if they still give him a new contract, then Turkish is getting those t-shirts out again. But with Arteta.
Is he running out of contract?
Hey?
When is his contract running out?
In 2027. I don't know if there's another extra year on top of that. It's 2027. But I don't see him leaving as well. Anyone that thinks he's going to walk, by the way, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. He's one of the best paying managers in the world. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? So it comes down to the board. We can laugh at Arteta. We can even laugh at the fans here. But if the Cronkies deem it acceptable to be coming yet so close, but yet so far, let's be honest.
They're going to be tested the most out of everyone
Exactly.
if we don't win it, right? Because the common consensus is they bought out the club, be excited. It finally, you know, Arteta, look, that was a good decision. We're back to expecting, right? But there was a point with Wenger where it was like, all right, we understand. We have to keep him. He kind of created, you know, what we are now in the stadium and all that we get. But a point came where it's like, are you, man? Like, what's going on here? Like, are you just comfy with it? Nah, they're very pally-pally. Josh and Mikel, they're very pally-pally.
Yeah, man.
So there is a doubt whether they do it. But if they don't do it, then it just shows what it's about. Because again, part of football, part of enjoying it is being excited, right? Being excited about a season ahead. And I can't lie to you, there's a lot of fans that won't be excited if Arteta continues after not winning again. A lot. So what better time if we don't win it to put, because there is an option out there. Luis Enrique is out there. You know, at one point it looked like Man City, you know, Pep's gonna go. Now it looks like he's staying, you know. So there's a clear option in terms of bringing in a proven winner that's done it in top leagues and big moments and whatnot, Europe and that. So there is no excuse anymore.
Cesc Fabregas, they want Cesc Fabregas Turkish. What do you reckon to that?
Listen, after Luis Enrique, for me, if we don't win a league title, and I won't get my head around not going for Luis Enrique first and foremost.
Yeah,
because that will show you, man, really want to win things, right? You've done what you've done. You gave Mikel the money. Fabregas, I like Fabregas, and I think he has what this team needs in terms of the defenses there. He can bring it, if he could replicate some of that attacking football and transition and the pace of it with our midfield and attack, we're in a very good place. Maybe he completes the puzzle. But I can't say confidently I want Cesc Fabregas. I want Luis Enrique if Arteta doesn't do it. And if Arteta does do it, you're saying he won't walk. Brother, this job is stress. This job is stress. Like you lot said, you've never seen a team and manager under pressure 5 games away, joint at the top of the league. It's a stressful job because of the PTSD, the 20 years, it's everything that comes with it. So he might actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins and also decides to leave. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's always April, man. It's always April, isn't it? Like there's something going on in April, man. Like every year, it just crumbles in April.
And who said Enrique was available, by the way?
No, but it's a demand.
Did he sign a contract?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I don't know why people think he's available though. Like,
come on, man.
That's what I don't get. They're like, oh, he's going to leave.
If you put in an offer, if you put in an offer,
why?
That is you know.
Why what?
Why though?
Why what?
Why would he leave?
He could leave.
Test himself.
No,
further.
but
Why not?
Explain to me why. Why?
To test himself further, legacy, whatever you want to call it.
He's dominating Europe at the moment. Why wouldn't he want to continue that?
What do you mean? What, you managers haven't tested themselves? Well, why did Pep
They
join
have
City?
tested themselves. but
Okay,
I'm saying,
hold
like,
on. Why did Pep join City? Why
He
did
was out
Pep
of a
join
job.
Bayern? What kind
He was
of
out of a
question are
job.
you asking me, bro?
What kind of question am I asking you?
I wouldn't want to coach
You're
go
asking
and
why
dominate another
would
league,
he?
Toby.
What?
Like, he would want to go to all the big leagues and dominate. Like, why would he want to stay in France? Big
Pep,
up with
Pep is
France.
by far the best manager of this era.
Yeah.
But Luis Enrique's got 2 trebles at 2 different clubs. If he wanted to test himself, build on the leg, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's comfy. But don't forget, our managers paid more than their manager too. So if money's the thing as well, we've got that as
No,
well. So
I'm not even saying he wouldn't come to this league. I'm saying
why are you
like,
asking why would he?
I'm saying why do you no I'm saying what gives you the thought that he's available this summer?
Okay,
That's what I'm struggling to be. That's what I'm confused by.
1 year to go on the contract. He stalled on talks in January. He's won the treble. He's going to win the league, 3 times in a row now. He might win the Champions League back to back. What more is there to complete at PSG?
Win it again? Go again?
Oh my
He's
God.
got the perfect
Okay, he can do that, but he can also do what we just discussed. So there's your why.
Yeah, he can, but like we're talking as if like, oh my God, like he
You know, Luis Enrique came out before the Super Cup game. Enrique came out and said, "I nearly signed for Tottenham before PSG." So don't ask me why he would come.
Because he was out of a job.
He was out of a job. Yeah, but bro, don't manage his move.
No.
It's not a big thing, bro. I don't get what's the confusion there. He could want a new.
There is no confusion. I'm asking why is there so
talks has sometimes 15 minutes
talk? No. I'm asking why is there all this talk that he's gonna leave PSG this summer? I don't
No, but it's rumors that
no. There's hope.
Yeah.
You can hope to pull him away.
I'm talking like I'm speaking Swahili. I'm saying
I agree with you. He could want to further his legacy. I agree with you. But I feel like you're almost like thinking, why would he want to move as it's such a
I think the way Tobes is putting it is
I'm asking
the way Tobes is putting it is basically like the way you man are talking is like he's available, like he's unemployed.
No, I understand what's
going on.
I know, but that's the way it sounds.
That wasn't the question. The question was, who would you take after Fink? And Turkish said, I would take Pep. I would Enrique, because that's the question. Like, who would you take after Arteta? So it's not like he's available and that's what I want and realistic. He's just giving out names. And then, but we think you're coming from a point of why would he leave PSG? Like,
no. I'm saying why would he leave now? Now in the summer, why would he leave in the summer?
Because if he wins the Champions League.
But when do you think is a good time to leave?
Not this summer.
Why then?
Because he's given no indication that he wants to leave. What do you mean why?
He hasn't signed his new contract yet.
He's given no indication he wants to stay as well.
Who's to say that he won't sign a new contract?
In fact, but right now he hasn't. So
don't ignore me.
I'm talking about. We're stalling for no reason.
Trust me, we talked enough. We got relegation talk to fucking go
into.
And
top
then
get onto it, innit?
5 races. Some man ain't even making top 5.
They've changed instead of dreaming about Enrique.
We'll talk.
You know.
Oh, you said you're shooting at me.
London's burning. Everyone.
London's
burning. What, you think I'm the only one that's gonna get cooked tonight? There's multiple meals. The menu's large, and we've just had an hour 7 minutes of Arsenal, so it's coming. Let me do some.
Where do we? I mean, it's only fair to ask, innit? What's happening now then? Like before we finish the Arsenal segment, what's going on then? What do we believe now as a panel?
Man.
Ask
me on Thursday, man. Ask me on Thursday. I'm not doing predictions. I'm not doing predictions every week. I ain't doing predictions every week. Ask me on Thursday. I want to see them top of the league. I'm still not sure on City.
I'm not sure on City.
Joint first. Yeah. Joint first. Remember that. Blacker says, round of applause for Teta. He's the biggest scam artist in the world. Managed to scam a billionaire to give him the keys to his empire. Genius. Turkish was going to move like Solozo from Godfather at the parade. If you know, you know. Hamza says, you guys should do a start bench sell at the end of the season for your teams. Want to see your thoughts on your squads. Would be a good video.
Great. That's a good content idea. On our own squads.
Yeah, I don't know if we got time for that though. That sounds like a movie, bro.
Hold that, Matisse, Turkish and Tobes. London is an embarrassment in football. Manchester should be the capital city because London clubs are shite. Jokes aside, I don't want to. Arteta, the owners are to blame. Gave an unproven man the keys and let him build the team in his image like he's done before. Gmail started in 04, Facebook 05, Twitter 06, meaning no Arsenal fan has ever emailed or posted or tweeted, "We are Premier League champions." That one's from OK.
That's mad.
Yeah, PS2, PS3. What was out that time? Was it PS1?
Louder.
MSN.
Bro.
Gerald says,
Someone
Arsenal
sent me. Someone sent me a message before and said Arteta stands for what is it? Allergic.
Oh yeah, that was here earlier. Super chat.
Allergic reaction to every trophy available.
Nah, that's crazy.
City used to have the sponsor IDOS, yeah,
Wow.
and everyone used to say it was 11 idiots dreaming of success.
Gerald says Arsenal thought they can win a league with that attack. That's a Fulham level attack. In fact, sorry, Fulham, that's a Southampton level attack. Well, Southampton knocked us out. Shy One says City beat Arsenal in the boardroom. Both teams played to full potential, but it came down to the quality and team building. Beyond first team, super promising. And Victor says, Turkish, I enjoy you blaming Havertz for everything. For content, cool. What happened when he was out all those months and you drew games? Where was Rice, Zubi, Odegaard? And this is funny to me, you know. You lot should never get it twisted. I don't have an agenda against any one player. Any one player can get it. Haven't you lot learned this from now? I wanted Gyökeres. I'm telling you, Gyökeres ain't the answer. But just because you don't like the fact that I get onto Havertz a bit more because I expect a bit more for the outlay we actually did and the trust the managers put on him, don't start making it like I haven't talked about Odegaard, I haven't talked about Zubi, I haven't talked about other players that have dropped off, and it just doesn't make sense. So don't be so sensitive at this stage. Don't be so sensitive. Any of those players showing up right now for you to start protecting Havertz? None of them are showing up. Question for the plug himself: would Nuruddin and Faz cause more threat to the City backline than Madueke and Martinelli? We're going to see City fans do a pitch invasion next month like the small club they are, but worth it because Arsenal are unbearable like Liverpool. That one's on Mubsy. United fan, I think.
Yeah, Mubsy. Yeah, shout out Mubsy.
Yeah. Yash says the Turkish spliff and the Arsenal bottle. Breakfast of the champions. Nothing better than a Big Six episode on 420. Love for the love, lads. Big up, Steve, City fan. Out of the Big Six, are Arsenal mocked the most? Out in Madrid, Arsenal viewed as a baby food club. Even Spurs are more rated. Crazy to see.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but you know, not everyone that sends a super chat is... yeah, has the brain cells. Black Wolf says 500. Yes. Steve, get that money from those frauds. £500, 5 games. Yeah, and a Premier League trophy.
I was gonna say, just quick one. Did you have a bet with Elisa, Steve? Because I've not seen Elisa for a while, man.
He wanted a £10,000 bet. I told him to put the money in Turkish's bank, and then disappeared ever since. He's probably been nicked in it.
Bro, where is he, man? I can't lie to you. Where is Elisa, guys, man?
Elisa, shout, man. Are you in the chat right now? Victor,
hiding, bro. You're hiding, bro.
Well, Steve took one of those bets, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's mad.
This is why you can't take those bets, because people disappear. And how the hell you meant to hunt them down?
That's why I said give the money to Turkish in escrow, and then we'll have a bet. I'm not betting we know one on here. Just have a bet.
Fair to
you're not having a bet.
Put it in my Monza, in it, Steve.
Did I not say that to you, Turkish?
No. To be fair to you, he did message me saying he'll do that, but I think it just didn't happen. But yeah,
that was mad.
Havertz was shocking in his finishing, but you wanted that refrigerator up front, and he can't even get chances because he's shit. All right, he is shit. So what about Havertz, brother? Victor, send another super chat and give me your opinion on Havertz now. Yeah, I want your opinion on it, because you're protecting him like I don't know why. Turkish, I'm a lifelong Arsenal fan flying from Australia. You sold me a dream and I've wasted £800 on a flight to London. Can I crash on your couch for the 5 days I'm here as compensation, as there's no parade? I see your badge. Funny. What a cold goal from my boy Beef Jerky. Donnarumma really had to ruin the aura of that celebration, but it is what it is. Fair play to Arsenal. Big up Turkish. The ad read for Refund Club on Loose Cannons will go platinum. Great season of Big Six so far, lads. Love for the love.
Yeah, unbelievable.
We can't be scapegoating Havertz. Gyökeres was brought in for this game, but we're likely playing with 10 men with that guy. Phase 5 and Berta and Arteta have had us go into a shootout with Havertz and Madueke.
He came to a shootout with a water pistol.
I just don't get why people think it's scapegoating. Like, do you want equal portions of minutes put on everyone just to make it not scapegoating? Like,
I've never seen a Chelsea legend in Arsenal shirt being defended like this before. It's incredible, absolutely insane. This guy is making the most money, you know, wage wise. This is like Toby defending Gallagher. It's fucked.
You misunderstood what Turkish was saying. He meant he will smoke a joint first when Arsenal officially bottle it. M2 adds, Pep mastered getting teams to peak at the right time. Coleman repeatedly runs his teams into the ground until they break down physically and emotionally.
That emotionally is a point, you know, we need to talk about. Like, they look emotionally broken as well.
Ati says, Odegaard is just Conor Gallagher with a captain's armband. If City do win it and Steve doesn't rock up to the stream with an I told man hat, game's truly gone. Still think there's a City wobble, but Arsenal ain't got it.
Waiting for Rants to send me one, man.
Yeah, you need to get a hat, man, I swear.
Izza says, can we talk about Cherky taking those 2 shit post Gabriel and Saliba to the shadow realm, dancing in September, crying in May, incoming, come on City. 62 super chats. Arsenal had 45 points in 19 games at the halfway point. Many said most of the hard games were done. It's been 25 in the last 14. Mad. And City's been 27 in the last 14. And that's the 2-point gap that we went into the new year with out of the way. Or is it 27? 27 if you beat Burnley, I think, or something like that. Gabriel, performative, emotional, great centre-back, but incredibly overrated last 2 seasons. In the crunch moments where Arteta has failed, more often than not, he is at the scene of the crime. Stringer Bell and Dad's Turkish, we are finished. Absolutely finished. We're going to touch the Champions League final and lose too. That pain isn't ending here. SAEED, nice haircut, by the way. Listen, Atletico ain't no joke. Simeone ain't no joke. So,
brothers, that game, those 2 games, oh Lord.
Okay. Are you away? Are you away first?
Yeah.
It's the way first.
Yeah,
it's not bad that. Not bad that, to be fair.
Next week, I think. Next Wednesday. Those actually, let me save that. It's actually, yeah, let me get this. It's really sad saying this as a United fan, but big respect to Big Steve. Enjoyed your interview with Matisse. A lot to learn, and well done, Matisse. Great hosting. There you go.
Thank you.
Oh, Bomber.
Bomber's in the chat.
I wanted to wait after this game to give my thoughts. In my opinion, it's 75% Man City, 25% Arsenal for the league. I don't fancy our chances in a shootout with the attack we have. Arteta needs to walk if no trophy is delivered. Eze, the most dangerous in our attack, Arteta took him out and left Odegaard, who does nothing. Enough with his lead in the press bullshit. He just looks busy. He just looks busy at work. Doesn't do shit but run up to a player and open his arms. So jarring. Seamus adds, Rice ghosts in big games, most overrated player in the Premier League, and Saka is a close second. Can we finally have an honest convo about Rice? Whenever he bucks a baller in midfield, Rodri, Bernardo, Vitinha, Neves, he gets taught a lesson. The TOBS mentioned him. Never felt Arteta was good enough to win the Premier League, but with our squad and the other teams, I felt this title was Arteta proof. But he said, hold my beer. He certainly did. Steve, imagine a big club fan base saying it's over, 3 points clear and Champions League semis to come. They say the team reflects Arteta. The team reflects the fans. What's the saying? Either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Feels Arteta's ever so close to undoing all the good he's done on and off the pitch. It's make or break now. Problem is never the hero. That hero becoming a villain thing probably more applicable to Wenger in the context of his time. Arteta hasn't become a hero. So Yeah, I get it though. We need to put some respect on the City defense since they got Gay. Only 2 more goals conceded than the best defense in Europe. Steve, with Gay in the backline, would City be better with Trafford?
Nah, Donnarumma's all right.
Let me see. 1 sec. Oh, this one's from Kalen. I'll admit I'm not a perfect person, but I try to lead a decent life. Volunteer at the shelter every now and then. Donate to charity and recycle when I can. So why have the footballing gods sent this Arteta man to torment me?
I thought, where's the super chat going? Look at what he sent
I have to double check it before. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Rico says those 3 at the bottom are going to need lower back surgery from all the twerking that was done on Sunday. I think the players need to manage themselves and say screw the manager. Roy Keane said that.
I think this guy just needs to get to a strip club. The way he talks about twerking every week, bro. Just go to a strip club.
Oh, does he do every week? Yeah.
Every week, he's always trying to think of a new way to describe twerking. Go to a strip club if you're so obsessed with
He's
twerking.
probably a regular, man. He's probably got VIP memberships and shit. No.
Don't make the mob a strip club, and maybe he would go to a strip club.
Boy.
Vice versa. Your clips all over Twitter. Your clips all over Twitter.
I rate genius.
It's not me that's on the jumbo screen today, is it?
Yeah, but what for twerking? I think you're again you're just talking for talking's sake.
Okay,
I don't get it.
For talking's sake. Okay.
Oh,
So
I might have
those notifications and posts on my timeline was just make believe. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but that says more about you than anything because your team's get in a relegation battle, and you're still here getting thrills from notifications about
what thrills?
About
what thrills? Do you think I've asked for this? People are tagging me in your bullshit. I didn't ask for this.
Oh, but you just described it as I'm seeing notifications. I love it.
Yeah. And I had to put it on mute because
you said you love it. So I don't. Well, you're gone, man. Don't worry. Don't try. We'll come into Tottenham, man. Pep managed 4 Clásicos versus Prime Mourinho 4 times in 15 days and secured a league Champions League double over them. You can knock his Champions League legacy if you want, but in a league campaign, he is near perfect. He's never gone 2 seasons without a league. He's never gone 2 seasons without a league. It is crazy.
Mad. It's mad.
Why are Arteta sexuals having a meltdown? I thought he was great. He was great since sliced bread. 6 years of this failed process. Arteta is a failed checkbook manager. Arteta is staying next season regardless, which is scary. Can quickly see the fans divided and toxicity against him next year, like with the Wenger ending.
Yeah,
that's why the ownership needs to make a decision.
Yeah,
you don't wait for that to happen. You analyze what's happening and understand it, because it's not just online. It's match going fans.
Real
How many season ticket holders messaged me the other day, away fans after Bournemouth? Do you know how many? Like enough to say a good chunk. Like these men have been going, and actually, woman, one lady that got the season ticket holder. They're not impressed. They're not impressed. Question. Now let me save this. MCFC Solo says, quick section to talk about Bernardo, Man City and Premier League legend, one of the most versatile players in history. Real leader, real captain.
Yeah, done it.
We've given him the flowers. Big up Steve in the panel. Where does Bernardo rank in City's all-time greats? Leadership, heart, and plays with brain and then feet. He'll be missed.
Top 10, I think. Top 10. I'll have to do a video on that myself, I think, on my channel.
Baib says Bernardo has more mentality in his pinky than our entire team and fan base combined. Salah last year, Silva now, mentality monsters. Come on, Steve, win the league, mate. Spurs going down, up to Chelsea. That one's from up to Chelsea. Styles makes fights. Saying Arteta should have done this against Wolves, against this, that, but that's not how it works. Arsenal players are overhyped. Tell me who the real footballers are, and you telling me the intensity we showed in the Man City game, the high pressing and the energy level. You telling me that wouldn't have worked? We got us 6 more points out of the 12 we dropped against Bournemouth, United, Wolves, Brentford, and come on. I'm not asking for a madness here. 6 points, the difference. 4 points, something different. Instead, we're level, essentially. Asking Havertz to be main scorer would be like us asking Firmino to do that. If you have someone like that up front, you need goals from out wide. Fair enough, fair point, but he didn't do it. And that's Mikel. Is it true if Havertz lasts for full contract, Arsenal will have paid him 72 M's throughout? And that's without any possible trophy bonuses. Well, there ain't no trophy bonuses right now. And so I don't know how much we're spending. He's on 275k a week. He's been here 3 seasons. Do the maths. He's probably got 2 years left. What is the difference between Arteta at Arsenal and Pochettino at Tottenham? If we don't win a trophy this year, there is no difference.
No difference. Facts.
There is a difference. One spent double the money.
Oh, yes, Toby.
Okay.
Go on, Toby.
Go on, Toby.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. It's just the feeling of nearly, man, is the same. Apart from the fact Pochettino didn't get the backing of Arteta in hindsight, I think his time will be worse than Poch. Yeah, it will be. It will be. Like, we're not looking back fondly at this. Like, if this doesn't work and it ends up no trophy and he moves on, and we're not clamoring for him back in 2 years. That it's a different feeling. Arteta needs to go. Don't care what happens. Guy dropped Eze because he didn't track back against Villa. Coward. Just pass the ball side to side and inshallah get a corner. We need to get Cesc. There's one for Cesc. Big up Turkish. What's Arsenal missing? Leadership, attacking panache, Arteta's motivation, or are the players just burnt out? A mix of all problems. The other problem is there's no pressure from up top. It's only the fans and media, and that creates the pressurized atmosphere. Our board's happy discussing extensions and planning for next year. City's board sets standards and acts. Let's see how true that contract talk is with 5 games to go. At the moment, there's little point in dwelling on the performance and what should have been done before. We have shot ourselves again, unforced. Arteta's position is untenable. After he bottled the league the first time, he's been traumatized into this controlled reserve dross we're seeing now, and he still bottled it again. The project dead. So, Steve, what's your thoughts on the video going around of the City fan calling Gabby a Judas?
Yeah, it was a bit muggy, really, to be fair. Gabriel Jesus not done anything like at Arsenal to taunt us or anything like that. So I don't know why he did it, but people are mad.
He's been respectful, I can't lie. I'm an Arsenal fan, but big up to Big Steve, Real G, man, stood by his chat, real bad man. I want some FF. Going down like sheep now won't help. For the next 5 and Champions League, I'll be behind this team and see how it turns out. If you go down, do it swinging. 100%. That's what we need to see on the pitch. Swing. Arteta has destroyed Saka, Odegaard, White. He's trying to get rid of Ranieri and Lewis Skelly. Just cut our losses now because next season will be long. Whoever wins it, Monday episode intro following the end of the season needs to be a movie. A separate video, possibly. #cinema. There's a Chelsea one there. Actually, there's a Bruno one there. All right, cool. We're getting into a mix now. Only reason I respect City is because of Pep. Rather City win it for 3 reasons. It blows over after a day. Arteta doesn't deserve the same Premier Leagues as Klopp, and we will still be the only club to stop Pep. That was some KJ, Liverpool fan, obviously. Let's be honest, they let Gabriel off the red card because they wanted to protect the showcase game. John adds, please get rid of Arteta before he finds out Garnacho is for sale and doubles him up. Wages and fee. Arteta hasn't learned anything from last season when Liverpool showed us how to win the league title against Pep City by winning the league early. You brush someone's hair, violent conduct, yet you try and headbutt a player, it's fine. No consistency with these refs. If young Thierry was playing now, Arteta would either sell him due to his attitude or play him as a defensive winger like Martinelli. #Arteta out. Aman says, if Arsenal don't win the league, they collapse next season and won't be challenging. Arsenal fans need to worry about this. Yeah, that's why if we don't win, that's why I think a new manager is a necessity. Because if we don't win and keep Arteta, 3 months into next year, it's not going to be good. It's just not. Someone please tell Rance, if Pep wins the treble, he clears Ferguson without a question. You should be kneeling to Arsenal. Well, Rance, I think, is in the chat. So Jermaine, he's probably seen that one already. Shirky for 35 M's is insane. Rare to see a player as cultured as Silva and a goal threat like De Bruyne Bruno. Next season's player of the year. Turkish, you're going to need a ticket on the next Artemis flight. If you bottle this, the curse of the I Told Man merch might be real. Fuck, it might be real indeed, man. I'm trying to get returns, man. There's that company. I don't know, man.
What's the curse?
I don't know, man. Rents has got some curse.
You wore it too early. That's what the curse is.
Nah, don't worry, man. 5 games to go. We'll see how early it was, man. Josh says 25 years of.
Man, still got the energy, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. It's time, man.
It's still there, man.
It's good for the brand, man. 25 intimaties.
I told you. It's good.
I told you. You fucked up. Sorry, Josh. Let me start again. 25 years of shit going all the way down to League 2 and getting kicked out of our stadium twice. Coventry finally back in the Prem. What a journey it has been. Big up, Josh. I know I was on you on Arsenal, but that one got in and now I've lost it. So yeah, Coventry, well done. Let me pick up where I left off. Here we are. All my days, sick top 5 debate after this Arteta chat. Top 5 press conference interview moments. Don't worry, Twitter will have its way, I'm sure. Saliba and Gabriel get protected by 2 centre-backs as full-backs all season. Look at City yesterday, 2 wing-backs and their centre-backs are left 1-on-1.
They were superb.
Enrique's about to sign a 3-year contract. Yeah, there's talks of it. There was talks in January as well. It's just been kicked down the road a little bit. Matisse said, year 7 to 11 with Arteta, I was in year 11 when Arteta signed. I am now about to graduate with an electrical engineering degree. No trophy.
Fair play.
I can't get behind getting Cesc. We've been struggling to get over the line for years, and the fix is to bring in a guy who's been managing for 2 years. That's the struggle. That is the struggle. Turkish, Jordan was still in the NBA last time you man lifted the Prem. Crazy.
That is mad.
Was he playing for like the Washington Wizards or something?
It's not madder than who was in the NBA when you won the league title. I'll tell you that.
Go on then.
Yeah, we don't win.
I was talking to him actually. Probably Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was still playing in the fucking NBA, or
The
Larry
fact that
Bird.
you're getting into trophy conversations with a Spurs fan tells me.
No, I'm just saying you talked. Why say anything? I'm doing super chats with time's running, and you like to talk.
I said mad. That's 2 people.
You're gonna have time to
2
talk
people
in a
spoke.
minute.
You came at me.
You're gonna have time to talk in a minute, man.
Yeah.
Gabriel, a so-called world-class defender, another stinker when the going gets tough and the lights are bright. Gyökeres doesn't even have the movement to get into positions. Kai gets in and can't shoot. Gyökeres got out-jumped by Silva. For fuck's sake, Gyökeres is arse. He is. So's Havertz. You're Arteta out. He is the common denominator, failing again and ready to set our club backwards if he does not leave. Hashtag bottle job. Elisa, in the building. I will not have slander on my name. You asked for 4-1 odds. I agreed. You fizzled away. Turkish checked the messages. I did say he did message. Now it's even on point. 1v1 odds. I'll put it in escrow. You put as well. Pick the amount.
Damn.
Listen, you shit the bed the same as your team and ran away for half a season. Don't come back now thinking you can throw bets at me. I've had my bets in Turkey. You know what I mean? I've had my bets. Look, I've got 500 quid on the line. I've got a grand with a mate. I'm not betting with this guy, man. He could be a drug dealer or something. Shoot me up.
No, he's a legit guy, man. His money's on board, man. Don't worry. Taxes are paid. But yeah, big up Elisa.
Yeah.
George says, come on, Steve, that big blue shark getting hungry. And United says, correct me if I'm wrong, Turkish, but is the worry that this collapse will have impact beyond just this season? Could break. Yes, if we don't freshen up. We collapse again. You can't have Arteta doing it again. They need someone new, someone fresh. Like, surely they would even lose belief if they haven't already, looking at the way we're playing. Major says, Turkish, what do you think about what Troops said about the new Arsenal fans? I mean, I hear what Troops is saying. Do you get it? I hear what Troops is saying. I know what my club's about. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm not really someone that, like, you know, Steve and I had a heated debate before. But you see my club, there's a lot of rotten people in that club. So first and foremost, I wouldn't work for that reason before I even get into saying what I want, how I want. So, yeah, these brands are getting more involved. They're getting newer people on board. But, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of rotten people. And by rotten, I mean, look, Mark Bonnick sacking him. Are they mad? Like, are they like, come on, there's no excuses there. The deal sponsorship is another one. So, yes, I love Arsenal Football Club, but Arsenal Football Company, some of the people in there, it makes me sick. So let them do what they're doing with who they're doing it with. And that's it. I'll focus on here. Big up, love for the love. Make sure you continue subscribing because, you know, if the community wasn't here, then, yeah, it's all mad. We wouldn't be here. I've always been skeptical about Arteta, so I'll be happy to see him go. The annoying thing is I have a bad feeling he will move to City and dominate.
Arteta. The City.
Not with that football, City won't be getting him. That's for sure.
Fucking hell.
Last, actually, let me save that. Arteta Champions League final loss, parallel to Poch's Champions League final loss. I can see it. Turkish brother, it's not about intensity. You had more space in the City game. It was end to end, and Arsenal were gifted that goal. If Havertz missed those chances, so did City. Above the Bournemouth game could have been end to end. Bournemouth were on it. It was us that was trying to control the hell out of it. So we could have made the Bournemouth game a bit more end to end. Do you get what I'm saying? The space was there because both teams were trying on Sunday. Like Man United, did Man United do low block? No, they didn't. No. They took the game to us. We tried to control it and fucked up. Arsenal have been top for 973 days since their last title in 2004, while City have been top for 1,200 days in that time and have won 8 titles.
That's mad.
I've read that stat earlier. I can't believe that stat.
That's mad stat.
That's true.
What the fuck?
No, you can't say it's mad, Grizz.
That's that. Yeah, that's bonkers.
Don't say it's mad.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. You're not allowed to say anything.
Tottenham segment definitely gonna be next. Can't lie.
Triple O says days top teams. Well, we waited till 10 p.m. to see West Ham play, right? So I think we should. Arsenal 538 days, 0 titles. City 477, 4 titles since the Invincibles. We heard that one just now. I think this is who we are. I have lost all hope. Big up Triple O. The last time Spurs won a league, Wilt Chamberlain was starting his sophomore season in the NBA.
How about the last time we won a trophy?
The streets heard you loud and clear, says Elisa. I will make you more famous when the Arsenal win. Okay, and I think that's it.
Turkish has got the messages, man. I said, let's do it. 10 grand. Put it in escrow.
Yeah, no, Elisa said he'll do it as well. Listen, you lot can do it if you want to do it. It's not... at this point, it's only five game weeks that the money would need to be held on for by someone or by escrow or whatever. So it is what it is. Mr. Nazir says, tell that bald fraud 115 is Lumen, and I hope you cheats go down next season and see who stays. 115 has been Lumen for fucking since we started the Big Six. That's been Lumen. Fucking hell. All right, cool. Let's move. Actually, before we move, quick update table. Let's have a look. That's how it's looking now, people. I got correct score, 3 points. SAEED got 2 points. And Grizz and Matisse got 1 point. Steve and TOBS obviously didn't get their predictions in. So, yeah, let's do Burnley Man City predictions. Let me just get the order.
When it's mathematically done, can we put like a red thing on TOBS at the bottom?
Oh, that's what happened. Yeah. Don't you remember last year?
Like a red strip.
Yeah.
Can we mathematic it before the last game week? Just for fun. Can we do the maths?
Thomas,
I'll happily do the maths. I'll do the maths. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I just want to know when it's done. I just not taking the piss. I don't want to be out here. I don't want to be out here doing predictions for no reason. I don't know what you're laughing, bro.
That's the only way I could be bottom, man. Missing predictions and stuff. So.
Nah, that's not it. You're just not good.
Yeah, sure. I'm not good. Okay, cool.
You're not trash.
More correct scores than you, but I'm not good. Okay.
It's cool. About the accumulation of points.
Oh, it's about the accumulation of points.
It's not correct score predictions.
Shut up, man. Cool. Burnley City. I'm going 2-2.
SAEED, another Ballon d'Or for SAEED.
Bro, thank you so much. Right, you know what? I'm going to carry on.
I've been doing this for like 17 weeks and I'm still ahead of you. Don't say thank you. Do something.
This is crazy. But anyway, I don't care. How about that?
I predicted us to beat City on the weekend. Did you capitalize? No, I've got more points than you.
Right, okay. I'm going to go 3-0 Man City.
3-0?
Yeah. Bro, it's about how many, you know, because, bro, the goal difference here could be a madness, you know.
I don't know, you know.
Yeah, here we go again.
When we go down, if we beat them on Wednesday, they're down.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. They
What's the
don't-
Rodri? I need to know the Rodri situation.
Brother, just make a prediction, bro.
He
Well,
didn't ask-
what, Steve, what was yours?
What would change with the Rodri
3-0
situation for you
there.
in this game?
Man
So you
wants
both
team
you both
selection.
went 3-0, right?
Yeah, I went 3-0 as
Yeah,
well.
you both went 3-0.
Nico Gonzalez will play.
He ain't
Yeah,
no
he
Rodri.
won't. He
bro.
won't. Yeah, yeah.
He ain't no
Rodri could rest
Yeah,
for
but
this
no-
game, rest
no
for
disrespect-
Southampton.
No disrespect, fucking Burnley, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Go on, Grizz.
2-0.
2-0. Matisse.
3-0 City.
3-0 and Tobs.
Yep, 3-0 as well.
Okay, so 4 3-0s predicted, a 2-0 and a 2-2. That is that. We move. It is Tottenham next, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, 100%.
All jokes
Yeah.
aside.
It's just, it's actually like the
More
landscape
serious,
of the show
yeah.
is it could change. It's
What
very
do you
important.
want us to do next year if you get relegated?
Don't invite me to watch longs. Let me have my Sundays free.
So, but like, so you say that's great for the brand. Like,
We're
that's
talking
just
about the
great.
main show, really. What, like, do you want us to talk about your performances and your results against
If we
Colchester?
get relegated, don't talk about the championship, please.
So just
Can
we're not
you
talking
talk
about
about
Tottenham all
us?
season.
I'll talk about you, yeah. In fact, if you want to talk about Spurs, go ahead.
We're
Go
not
ahead.
watching that. We're not watching your games.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
mad?
so exactly. So
are we
you
suffering
don't care
for?
about you don't care about it.
I wanna
Did
do
we
some
did we
mobs,
get
man.
relegated? I don't
wanna
think we
do
did.
some mobs.
Yeah, exactly. So
Please,
that's what I'm
talk for
saying.
yourself. Talk for yourself. We need to do some
You're,
mobs.
you're a
bro.
Tottenham supporter. That's your place on this show. So you
I agree, and I
give
will
us
be
the
I'll be
breakdown of
watching
what
the
happened
games,
against
but I
Colchester.
don't care. I don't give a shit about the championship. If you want
See,
if you want a
Steve,
2
what
minute,
did we say on
if you want a
branching up?
1 to 2 minute update, fine, sure, I'll give you a minute update playing Lincoln and all them, man. Cool. If that's what you want, no
Steve would
problem.
have given us half an hour breakdowns
I don't
on
care
Oldham
what Steve
away.
would have given you. I'm not seeing,
Grimsby.
am I?
It was a great day at Grimsby.
Okay.
They were giving us proper lowdown.
I actually think you might be the only person on this panel that would move like this. You know, everybody else, if they got relegated, they would still give you good analysis.
Oh, you
on
don't
the
go
team.
to games now, and your team's in the league. You're
I don't need to
crying.
go to the game
You're
to give
crying. You were
analysis. You're
crying.
talking about you're
No,
not
no,
even
no,
gonna watch
wait.
it.
Sorry. I'm not taking this from you. You were crying
taking it
yesterday
from me.
saying, "Oh, we're so muddied." We're
Yeah,
so
we are.
muddied.
So,
Oh
so
my
what?
God,
Just
we're so
because we
muddied.
have standards, just because we have
Shut
standards
up
doesn't mean
about-
we can't
You
speak.
wouldn't.
on it.
No one
You-
else would
you-
take this. Shut up. Shut your mouth.
Look at you
and
walking
your
out on your
Del
team.
Boy
You're not
out.
gonna.
That's the last
You're not gonna
time
give us
you've
an
done this.
analysis.
Shut your mouth, man. Get out of here, man.
Just because we've got
How dare
standards.
you? How dare you?
Maybe if you protested
Get
more,
out
you
of
wouldn't
here,
be in
bro.
this position. You
Get
know what
out
I
of
mean?
here.
You should do more.
Get out of here, man.
Can we talk about Xavi Simmons?
You've been to
doing,
more protests than you've been to games. Get out of
Brother,
here.
brother, you should protest more. You wouldn't be in this position.
Yeah,
you
I
managed
have.
taking
I
it.
protest.
You managed taking
Guess
up the
what?
arse. You man
It
at
didn't work.
18th for just taking it.
It
It's
didn't
mad.
work. It didn't work.
If it was my club, we would have burnt the stadium down by now. Look at the way you're
bro,
moving.
yes.
You wouldn't have. You're too pussy.
Nah, I don't think so, bro. Look at the
Yeah,
way
I
you're
think
moving.
so.
18th, and you man are doing parades.
I
You man are
think so.
doing
You're
parades for
too pussy,
18th, bro.
bro.
It's
You're
mad.
too pussy.
All right, pussy. Talk.
No, it's a
We
good
go.
game. Okay, it's Tobes, man. You played well, right? Tell us about the Zerbi ball.
Yeah, it was better performance than Sunderland, but still wasn't good enough. Simmons turned up, still didn't win. Yeah, Brighton, I think they actually deserved the draw, to be honest. I think they deserved the draw. It was an even game, but when the game is right there, the W is right there, bro. Oh, to lose it at the end is just this typical us. Honestly, it's typical us. We can't manage games of any magnitude these days, but it was a much better performance, man. Not saying that it was an amazing performance because it wasn't, but much better performance. The team pressed well. The press was coordinated. We actually created chances, and he actually started Simmons, and it paid dividends. So I don't know what more I can say on the game. It still wasn't a good result. I can't come here and say, oh my God, I'm so proud of the team. This, that, and the third. Bro, we're on 31 points. We needed to win the game. We didn't win the game. Don't care how we played. The most important thing was the 3 points. We didn't get the 3 points. As far as I'm concerned, it's not good enough.
Yeah, you know, at this stage, you're not looking at progression in performances and building for the
we need
future.
points.
You need to fucking starve. You need to survive, sorry.
We need
So
points
you
on the
need
board.
Yeah.
It's 15 games since our last Premier League win. This is not good enough. This is not good. I don't. So when you're talking about De Zerbi, well, I hear it, but it's like, I don't care. Like, De Zerbi is here to get results. Like, okay, cool. The style is secondary. The results is what matters. And we still aren't getting good enough results. We got let off the hook tonight with West Ham. So they've given us some life, right? So now it's a shootout between us and West Ham. We still need to see if we can pull Nottingham Forest back into the mix because they haven't got easy fixtures. But you would think with a 5-point buffer and the goal difference, that's effectively a 2-game swing. So they can afford to drop points in at least a game or so. But
you would West Ham basically now.
Yeah, it's looking like it now, but you never know. With them playing Europe, they could be pulled back into it. So let's see. Let's see.
Man, I think West Ham will give you a little bit of hope, but you still need to get the wins in, man. You know what I mean? Like, so guarantee of you beating Wolves, you know?
No.
If we play like we did against Brighton, we'll beat Wolves.
Wolves are down.
I don't know if we will play like we did against Brighton, but if we do play like we did against Brighton, we'll beat Wolves.
They'll beat Wolves.
Wolves have been down all season. They've still been getting results. And
No,
stuff.
they're down now, like official.
Yeah, but they were already down. They knew they were down.
It's true. Matisse is right. Our record at Wolves isn't good as well. I can't remember. I think we've won there like once in like 6 years or something like that.
Brother, your record anywhere isn't good, brother.
No. Specifically, the record there is not good. It's not good.
Well, I don't know what Danzo was thinking there, man. Like, it's just poor defending there, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's annoying.
It's got to read that a bit better. It's got to do a little bit better.
He's a poor defender.
He's not a poor defender.
I don't think he's a poor defender.
He's not a poor defender. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Your analysis sometimes is so like Space Raiders, Chris.
In line with yours.
Tempe Crisp's analysis. Like what? He makes a mistake, so he's shit.
How can you call your analysis Space
Crazy.
No, I called him shit when he signed for your club, and he's proven to be shit. Because every time he plays, he's rubbish, and you're basically relegated.
Listen, that means let's analyze the game properly.
I said he's rubbish the day he signed. I said, I said he's rubbish, though. And you went, no, I'm willing to give him a chance. Now that you give him a chance and you've watched him play, you still think he's good? If mine's is 10p, yours is 5p sugar fucking bottles. Shut up.
I've never heard of 5p sugar bottles.
No, man, they're little ones. What are called?
Oh, Panda Pops. Is that what you're talking about?
No, man, them little Coca-Cola sweets.
Fizzy cola balls.
What?
Fizzy cola balls.
Yeah, man.
Everyone knows that, man.
Cola bottles, yeah. Your analysis is 5p cola bottles.
I'm not even Grizz. I'm not even here saying Danso is good. I don't think he is good. He's a backup centre back.
Yeah.
If you want to criticize the mistake, criticize the mistake. But the first thing, he's shit. That's why he made. No, it's a stupid thing to do. But why is Ruta marked? Why is Ruta unmarked? Ruta and 2 other players unmarked inside our box. How many times? The cross coming in, even in the first instance. Why is it coming in? The first goal in the first half, Mitoma's got the freedom of N17 to strike a fantastic goal. But why is no one stopping the cross to Pascal Gross? Why? Why?
That was a world-class finish, man.
It was a world-class finish, but why is no one stopping the cross to get to Mitoma? It happens all the time, man. But yeah, man, we need to win. There was no margin for error against Brighton, and we failed. West Ham have given us life again. We need to win our next 3 games. Like, there's no if or buts, and it's not going to be easy. I don't even know if that's possible, but we have to. We have to win our next 3 games.
Why your next 3? Who's your next 3 games?
Wolves, Villa, and Leeds.
Leeds.
Fair.
No chance.
You have to win. You have to win the next 3. You can't take it to that.
Chelsea game.
You can't take it to that Chelsea game and be.
I think you got to go to Tottenham and win. You know, I think you got to go to Tottenham and win and try and win. I know it sounds mad. Sorry, Aston Villa. You got to go to Aston Villa and win.
Yeah, that's what I said. We have to be looking for 9 points.
Yes,
you call me deluded. It probably is deluded, but unfortunately, that's the position we've put ourselves in. So,
1 game at a time, I think.
I need that Chelsea game to mean something.
It will mean something. What do you think they're gonna do? We'll go on a run.
I mean, the way you're playing, that's
what you're living for now. That's it. That game. That's the last mob of the season.
I know. Well. But trust me, if these players think that they could not win that game of all games, boy, they got something coming for them.
Boy, a lot of your fans are telling me they don't trust your team to win that game.
We don't trust them, but they don't. They better know that they must. Like, it's not optional.
They knew that they must against Man United, and they didn't. So.
This is a different type of must. Trust me. This is the must. This is the must.
Leeds are safe. Leeds are safe.
Yeah, Leeds are safe.
I think Forest got enough about them.
Forest are not safe yet, though.
Yeah, no, they're not safe.
Forest, though, man. Gibbs White's a mad one.
Forest need another win.
West Ham and Tottenham.
you know what?
It's a shootout
Oh,
between
only
them.
one in it. Yeah, one.
Yeah, he's saying it's between us two.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Forest are unbeaten in the last 7 in all comps.
Yeah, man. And they got goals in their team, man. And you know, Gibbs White's on a mad one now as well.
I won't say they got goals in their team because they struggle. That's where they struggle. Gibbs White obviously pulled out a hat trick, so it looks like they got goals in their team, but they haven't got goals.
I just think the way they're playing
You're
now,
right.
and
They
I don't.
haven't.
But the problem is though, it's the Europa League, like TOBS says.
Distraction.
It's a distraction, man. It's a big distraction. So Tottenham have just got to take advantage of that. But again, have they got enough quality, to do that?
Exactly.
That's a big question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
They need to beat Sunderland, Forest, and get that.
That's on the Friday night, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, get that next 3
Under the
points in
lights.
before the
Is it
Europa
under the
League
lights?
starts.
Under the lights, Chris.
Yeah, it's
Under
8
the
o'clock
lights.
kickoff.
Let me do the Spurs super chats quickly, and then I will. There's no predictions actually, and we'll keep it moving. I think there was a Tottenham super chat. Let me quickly. I know you're all friends, but I hope you will convince TOBS he is seriously wrong in saying he won't watch us in the Championship, but will when they return. 100%.
When did I say I wouldn't watch the team? People just lie.
No, but
You said you won't go to
He means
games.
go to the game.
Yes, so what? Loads of people don't go to games.
Yeah.
You don't go to games.
Yeah,
So
but you
what?
cussed me. So why would you now be a hypocrite and not go? The fuck?
Because
Go.
I don't want to see this team play. But I actually had a conversation with my friend this morning, and I said I'll give it FA Cup and maybe one game.
Yes.
Maybe.
Which games stand out as mobs?
Bro, start asking me these questions, bro.
That will be a 4-man Tottenham panel because I won't be watching that shit. I'll tell you that for free.
So what we're saying,
I didn't do nothing wrong to be sitting there watching fucking Tottenham versus Colchester on a Thursday evening.
Nah,
Fucking
as the closest to the studio, you've actually got more of that responsibility.
I'll be out.
Nah, we'll adjust, man. Don't worry.
Actually, I'll probably be in Kazakhstan the way my shit's going, so I won't even be here.
Talking of that, Ricky says TOBS can't say that to Matisse. He went to Kazakhstan to watch matches. TOBS wouldn't even be watching the Championship. Coward. You're as bad as Levy.
Sure.
Hilton.
I'm just not putting money in my owner's
Levy,
pocket.
man.
He needs to respect me, seriously, because I'm giving up a big sacrifice.
That's why you aren't going. Okay.
I went to the protest. I wasn't even going to the game. Everybody went, still scanned their tickets. I came straight back home. That's real sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's not easy. I really wanted to go in as well. Trust me. Watch when I came back. These guys could see the fire in my eyes, bro. Like Arteta, I had fire, man. I wanted to go in. I had to come back.
He was hella motivated.
Quick one, people. But the super chats, they was on 11, and for some reason it just gone down to 8. So either 3 just gone missing out of nowhere, or I don't know. I'll try and find them on the back end of YouTube. But if I don't read yours out, then yeah, it is what it is. Last one, it says the community deserves a cat-themed forfeit for TOBS. They do. Let's move. Who's next? Chelsea United. SAEED. Big win.
man.
We said
Big
that
win, big
you
win.
are probably the first team to accomplish your goals this season, which is Champions League football.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's what I think was expected from Carrick. And he's done it, man. You know what I'm saying? So 10 points ahead of Chelsea. Was it a great game? No. But for me, we haven't won there since 2019. It's not a great ground to go to. And we got a 1-0. Not a lot of quality in the game. They probably had the better chances. I think hit the post and then 2 crossbars, I think. So, yeah, man, we just had to do the job, professional job. I thought Kobe Mainoo was outstanding in midfield. I thought Heaven. Do you wanna do it after I give the analysis?
Outstanding is strong. I'll be real. That's
Yeah, that's your opinion. I thought
very
it was
strong.
quality. I thought it was quality midfield. I thought Heaven was definitely outstanding at the back. You get me? He's only 19 years old. He was playing in a makeshift back line. I thought he was solid in the game. Defensively,
Who do you think makes it further, Euro or Heaven?
I'm still backing Euro. I still think he's going to make it. But right now, I'd say in terms of development, definitely Heaven is the better out of the 2 right now. But okay. I'm not ruling out Euro to come good. You feel me? So it is what it is. But now, honestly, that's what we need, man. We just need 3 points, bro, and move on. I think maybe 2 more wins. Hopefully that's the next 2, Brentford and Liverpool. But yeah, man, Champions League football secured, and we move. I think that's as much analysis I can give, man. It wasn't a great game. I wish he did get the job done, man. Bruno, another assist. Thinking he's 3 more now. I think he'll do it. 3 and 5 games. Yeah, man. He'll definitely do it. So, yeah, man. Can't complain on my end.
And Matisse, you might be the first team that's actually no, Liverpool were. But can you accomplish your goals, which is Champions League football?
Nope. Not by our own accord. That would mean Villa would have to finish 5th or something, win the Europa League, and then we would just sneak in on 6th. But no, not after that defeat. You can't lose that game to a team you're literally going up against for the slots. And then I think we still have to play Liverpool at Anfield. I wouldn't trust us to go there and get a result. Like I said, FA Cup. This is all we got, and I wouldn't back us to win that either because City will probably smoke us in the final if we got there. So season's going out on a whimper, but that's what happens when you hire underqualified people to lead your team in the touchline. He's not fit for purpose, and he's already working with a squad that is highly, highly, highly scrutinized, and rightly so. You look at the bench once again, and what are you to do? Bring on Gue, you bring on Garnacho for an injured Esteval. It's just disgusting. I can't keep going over the same points. These options on the bench, they're just so disgusting. Thought we was a bit unlucky to lose. I think we should have got a result. To be honest, I don't think on chances we should have lost that game, but we hit the bar. Couple guys shot wide. Enzo, Caicedo. The front line hasn't scored goals in months. All of them are in a drought. Delap, 2 goals all season in all comps. The wingers, awful shit. So Palmer's well off it. So it's not really surprising, to be honest, that we would lose the game by the odd goal and not score. This is what we've been doing for like the last month and a half. So it's what it is, man. Just waiting for the season to end. I'm not going to lie to you. Sooner this season ends, the better.
I think the manager still believes, man.
You still got FA Cup to play for. What do you mean? You got important things, bro.
Yeah, we do. Let's
Why
see
are
how
you
it
saying you want
goes.
the season to end?
Because I don't think we'll win the FA Cup. Not with this manager. If
Mm.
Maresca was in charge, we wouldn't be in this position, in my opinion. I don't think Maresca would have done as poorly as this man's doing. And I'd still have a chance. I still have hope in the big game that Maresca could get something, conjure something up on a 1 day off, but not with this manager. This Liam Rossini brother. He's he's not the one.
We often talk about Arsenal. We often talk about Arsenal gimmicks and etc. and their social media.
Here we go.
Oh, here we fucking go. No comment on anything on the pitch. Just straight to the gimmicks again. Fucking hell.
I must say, Grizz has done a
midnight, and he wants me to.
He's done quite a good job today in Rat. He done it with me, with Gabriel. He done it with TOBS.
I'm not gonna do it, Matisse. And I'm not gonna do it, Matisse.
I got him back though, so don't say you ratted me. I got him back.
I don't think he means to do it either, but he's doing it. I don't think he means it.
I don't mean it. I don't mean it.
I did get you back.
Brother,
I was just going to ask about the Moises.
You can get me back all you want. If you get relegated, brother, I swear to God, you ain't going to ever want to come.
I was talking about
anywhere near me again.
Not you.
I was going to ask about the Moises Caicedo announcement, the contract announcement. The way that done it was
means nothing to me. Yeah, some foolishness again. Means nothing. The guy was expiring in 2032 and you extended it to 2033. Congratulations. Must have been really tough negotiations. Fuck, you know. What's this going to do for us right now? The guy was already locked in. He wasn't running out a contract. Now we're doing a big ceremony. We're doing a big hall, renting out a big hall, having a big announcement.
It's quite mad the way they done it, yeah.
Man, do you know why? Because the process was this week. The process was this week. Look at all the foolishness that came out this week. New contracts, quotes from Cole Palmer, report here, brief there, Egg Barley speaking at some conference. These guys can't help themselves. They really think their words matter. Like they really think anybody's listening, anybody's taking their words seriously. It's only action. And you've tied your hands at this point. You can't really even act on what is required because you've run out of money. The amount of things that they tried to do this week, they even shut the fucking district line down. They're moving mad, fam. It's insane. They even shut the trains down. I had to line back it, like I said on the mob. These men pulled out all the stops, but the protest was still strong. Good turnout, strong turnout. Nobody embarrassed themselves this time, which was good. And then on to the next now. But yeah, they really tried it this week, man. Fuck, you know. It didn't work though, thank God.
And Grizz.
Merseyside derby, yeah, low key Merseyside derby. First game at the Hill Dickinson. First Merseyside derby at the Hill Dickinson, what was named Hill Dickinson by the end after Van Dijk's goal. But yeah, it was funny that Mo Salah scores the opening goal in a Merseyside derby, and then the captain scores the winner in the 100th minute. They hate this life out of us, and you can understand why. They had a chance to go above us or 2 points behind us or something like that, whatever. And then we went in there and won on the new shiny ground. Loved it. Not many highs this season, a lot of lows, but I always say cherish the highs because you never know when they're coming again. So I'm going to cherish that win. Good weekend for us because obviously Chelsea lost around us, which gives us a 5-point gap. I don't expect us to finish below Chelsea now, 100%. I'd be distraught. I'd give up if Chelsea overtake us now. So yeah, man, Champions League was the least of the least consolations. And thankfully, we're going to get that. After that, yeah, it's one of those ones. What's the board going to do with Slot? I think they're going to keep him if he gets Champions League's spot. Will they come to regret that come November time? Only time will tell. But apart from that, yeah, Virgil van Dijk, last minute. The amount of goals he's scoring from set pieces is ridiculous now. He's really upped his game in terms of attacking set pieces. And Salah scored a lovely goal from a lovely pass from GRIZZ. But yeah, that's it really. Merseyside derby.
Champions League football done?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, nothing to sort of gloat about or, be happy about, but it's the least of the consolations. It's the bare minimum that was required. And trust me, it was the bare minimum.
If you could finish in a Europa League spot and get Xabi Alonso or get someone else, or you finish 5th and get Slot and then still have issues potentially in November, which one you picking?
That's an absolute banger of a question. I'm not one of these guys that wants a new coach over a club success or money or placement. So Liverpool in the Europa League, Liverpool in the Champions League, still give me Liverpool in the Champions League all day long. That's just the way I look at things. Potential of player incoming. If you offer them Champions League, potential of all the money, I'm taking that over. If we have to sack Slot in November, we sack Slot in November.
Do you expect to finish 4th now between the games you have left?
Yeah, 100% finishing above Chelsea. Villa.
You got a shootout with them, at their ground.
Chelsea, with Villa.
Second last game of the season, Villa. Yeah.
Yeah, Villa, we know Villa are weird, innit? They were 1 minute away from dropping points at home to Sunderland, and they scored that winner. That changed things. They got Europa League, which we know Emirates is all about the Europa League. I'm hoping that's a distraction. I was hoping Chelsea do something against Man United in terms of maybe having a shootout with Man United at Old Trafford, but Man United are clear now in 3rd. Yeah. Man United are clear. I think Villa are going to finish 4th, and we're going to finish 5th.
Cool. Let me do the super chats that I've got left. I've only got 7 here, and then we're going to make the Brighton Chelsea predictions. Question here from Ricky saying, you own a mid-table Premier League team. You'll get 5 years of 17-18 Hazard, 12-13 Bale, or 13-14 Suarez. Who would you pick for a Cinderella run? You'll not have any other world-class players.
Suarez.
I'll take Bale. I'll take Bale because he was carrying a mid-table team anyway when he was in that season.
I'm taking Suarez because he's just been out of this world.
Yeah, for me it's Suarez or Hazard. I don't know.
Suarez, yeah.
I think you may have picked the wrong Hazard season.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't think that season was the season. I don't think that season was the one I would have selected. If my memory serves me correct.
So you can't pick Hazard.
So you made it easy for me because that is not the Hazard season. I don't think it would have been 18, 19.
67.
Yeah. It literally either one before or after.
Yeah.
So I'll probably, bro, all 3 are fantastic options to have down in the mid-table, bro. Well, yeah. I'll probably just slightly go Bale because I think his ability to carry the ball up the pitch is vital in a team that, that's probably quite shit as well. Get you from A to B a lot easier.
Up the Chelsea's blue co out will be another Spurs the way we're going. Get the leeches out.
Oh, I would love that.
And Daniel adds, can we please put some respect on Bruno's name? World class. Toby quote, Madders is better. Worst take ever. Spurs deserve relegation just for that.
Space Raiders analysis, isn't it? Bruno Fernandes is world class now. Yeah. Say less.
I used to play a game where I took a shot every time SAEED said, quote, for me. Used to get sauced back then, especially during United's darker days. I miss it now. Noah says, last players to win PFA Player of the Year and their teams not winning the league were Bale, 2013, and Suarez, 2014. Will Bruno win it?
I think it's either him or Turkey. I can't lie now.
Turkey.
Turkey.
No, not Turkey.
I think it's Gabriel, you know. Even though Gabriel's form has fell off.
No way. If they don't win it, no chance.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
Guys, I was thinking,
Doesn't it get selected before the Prem is over? Though?
But can I ask a question, Steve? Can Nico O'Reilly win the main?
Of course he
award?
can.
He can, can't he?
Yeah, he can win them both. He can win them both.
He can win them both, can't he?
Bro,
I wouldn't give it to him over Bruno, the main one.
Haaland, though. What the hell? Why are people saying Haaland, man? Come on, man.
And Haaland is a contender as well.
Even Steve would know it's not Haaland this year, man.
He's a contender, though.
Steve, goes on and scores another 7 goals in the next 5 games, and could be him.
Yeah. If you won the league, I mean, Steve, from now, if you had to pick 2 players that were pivotal this season, who would the 2 be? For you, for City?
I think O'Reilly. Definitely.
I'm thinking O'Reilly as well.
Yeah, O'Reilly, 100%, yeah.
Bro, yesterday
Turkey's just coming into it because he's playing in regular, so he's like pivotal. But Haaland, 20-odd goals already, you know what I mean? You can't discount that.
Yeah.
Without Haaland, we got...
It's going to be Bruno, though. It's going to be Bruno because he's going to break the record. So it's going to be Bruno.
Is what it is.
Imbushable says, I will always question the IQ of Arteta. Why buy 2 flops from your rivals for more money than Chelsea bought? Also, shout out my dad. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be supporting Arsenal. Hashtag had no trace. Analyzing situation says, honestly, my nephew couldn't stop crying when Arsenal lost.
Why are you skipping it?
No, because these men have put their faces away. I'm thinking
Bang into it, bro. I swear down, bro.
He was bang into it.
I was like, yo, stuff for the line.
Why did you take that down?
I didn't see it.
I got the Uncle Sheikhs and that watching tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking, why they both got like this?
Uncle Ahmed is watching, man. You know what I'm saying?
Leona says Salah should stay 1 more season now that Hugo is out till January. He compares a false 9 and share minutes with Isak. It beats getting a new striker.
No.
Yeah, now it's time to go. But I do get the sentiment behind it because we're not going to go out and buy another striker now. We're just not going to do that. I think we're going to buy like 2 wide men that can play through one of them can play through the middle, or we're going to play Gakpo through the middle. My opinion is we're going to play Gakpo through the middle and buy 2 new wingers.
So your season is not rejuvenated next season with that situation.
Time will tell, my brother. It's not now.
Fuck yeah, ref.
As a Liverpool fan, give Bruno the awards. O'Reilly or Gabriel Player of the Year would be a bigger fast than Jorginho placing at the balance.
No, it wouldn't be as big. No, it wouldn't be as big fast than that. And that's nonsense.
Love for the love panel. Mathematically, unless someone uses their double points chip for the next game week, someone won't be able to. No, double points. Multiple people can use it in the same game week. I did say that at some point. So you know, it doesn't affect others. You know, if you pick it, you pick it. So.
Oh, you got 2.
I don't know what some men are waiting for, honestly.
Turkish, what do you reckon? Should we agree to use it on the final day? Just,
agree, you know.
What the fuck?
Is that what you're saying?
Man's doing up.
Let's just
Man's doing up.
Cool.
What?
You shaking on it or not?
Yeah.
Cool.
What? What's
this? You better keep your word. You better keep your word.
Say no more. Last shootout. It's a shootout.
What do you mean, bro? It's you know what I mean?
It's a shootout.
Talking.
It's a shootout.
Title shootout, isn't it?
There's a summit meeting in front of our eyes, and
you just agreed that in front of Tobes, who's probably got a chip that could fuck up both of you if you really wanted to. Or fuck up one of you if you wanted to.
Man. Don't worry,
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just saying. I don't know why you're publicly putting out your plan.
Tobes don't want me to win it, so he wouldn't do that. It ruined Saeed's chances. So
Who says it's Saeed's chances I'd ruin?
Oh,
if I'm ahead of him and on the last game week you cancel both of our points, I win the league.
But what?
What's he
Let's
got?
see.
Is it
You
not
work
hard?
out
It's
the
not hard.
chances quickly, innit?
It's not hard. Okay,
no,
fair.
we can't agree to this then, man.
We'll see. You don't know who's going to be top by then.
You can't agree. No one's agreeing. Me and Saeed just talking, man. We're good, man.
Yeah, man.
Hell, blatant open cheating on the live team.
What's it got to do with you?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm worried about that Toby, man.
Far.
Saeed, just do your job, innit? Do your job and leave the rest to me, innit? Yeah.
Do your job.
Do your job and leave the rest to me. Alright, listen, people. Hope you've enjoyed. 2 hours, 10 minutes in. Still 8.3k here. Like the vid, hype the vid. Make sure you're subscribed. Individual channel links in the description below. So make sure you show some love all round. Big up THUGGERY as always. The community as always. We are back on Thursday.
I was gonna say yeah, we need to. Yeah.
Steve, shot. Let's do it. I'm going Brighton. 2-1 Brighton. Saeed.
I'm gonna go. Oh man, I need to. I'm gonna go 2-2.
Steve.
2-0 Brighton.
GRIZZ.
2-1 Brighton.
Matisse.
1-1.
TOBS.
2-1 Brighton.
And that is now that, people. Now you can wrap it up. Now you can like
City's game, Burnley.
No, we did that. We did that.
Oh, we did that one, yeah. Oh shit, yeah, we did. Oh, fair.
You're tired, brother. You're tired. That's how you know people.
No, but you
I'm tired. No, I'm tired. But you're tired too. You're tired.
Wake up.
Anyway, people, love for the love. Like, hype, subscribe. Do what you need to do. We'll be back Thursday, 9 p.m. And yeah, we'll see you then, people. We're out. Peace.